gonna get a shiny today. Oh, I'm live. Oh, hi guys. Oh, whoops. Caught. What's up, fellas? We should be so back. Thank you for your patience. Sorry about the daily fucking crash. Hopefully we just plan those, we schedule those, we tank those, whatever. Hopefully I can figure something out for shiny war. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do, but it is what it is, brother. Who cares? We tank a daily crash every day. What's the worst thing in the world? We're still eating good, boys. Yeah, it is what it is. Grinchla, what's up, man? Lucky Patrouski, the bayonet. True. Thankfully, I think I'm pretty safe on the catch. If I have it, you know, crash check one. I think it's only going to be one today. Usually it's just one. Usually it's one crash a day. We've gotten pretty consistent on that. It's only one crash a day every day after the first clip is made, and that's it. So like that's honestly the good news, is like it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty, we can like get around it. Yes, I need to test it, Tom. But it's just so strange. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if... I don't think it is. I'll have to test it, Tom. You're not wrong. I don't want to test it today, but we'll see. Keeps... Yeah, that's what it is. One crash a day keeps the stream doctor away. We're on turn 19. We could try to catch this bayonet, fellas. What do you think? Okay, watch this, chat. Boomba. Throw the timer ball. Boomba. Alrighty, fellas, what the anyways, Alpha Bayonet caught just now on the Iron Man account. A beautiful way to start the morning. Can't redo that clip. Who cares? We're gonna go plant our berries and equip. That's pretty good. Always need more chaos A group breeders. 31 HP, 31 defense, 25 plus, and like the stats that it has, low speed that can be bred up. That's a pretty damn good alpha catch. I'm quite happy with that. We're gonna go plant berries. Should I pick this ball up? I usually keep it a rage bait, but you know what? Since we're right here, we'll pick it up. The rare picking up an item to not rage baits. We're gonna go plant our berries over in Unova, and then we have a lot of Pokeyen to make today. Pokeyen has been the thing, you know. It is what it is. We're going to be doing our Jimmy run and trainer run today. So hopefully in the next clip, you'll see me at like 2.5 most likely million Pokeyen in one day, which is pretty, like 2 hours or so. Maybe 2.5 because I'm slow in the head, but we'll get there soon. Like hopefully no F there. At this point, I feel uneasy if the stream didn't crash. That's what I'm saying. Like that's true. No F? Yeah, okay. I was a little scared. I was like, whew. Okay, let's go plant berries, fella. We're doing sustainability berries today. I'm hoping to make at least 20 mil before war. Oh, is that on the Ironman account or a main account, Alpha? Sorry if I forget which you're actively playing right now or what you play. I should know that. Apologies. But that, dude, that's main. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, good. That's a good number to have, I feel like, as well. Good luck to you, man. Yeah, I'm hoping to maybe have like 3 to 5 mil on the Iron Man account heading into war, but we shall motherfucking see, man. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Be dreadful. Yeah, dude. Yeah. How'd you reach not being in the boat? I'm sorry, I'm new. What do you mean? I took a boat, didn't I? Now I forget. I think I took one of the boats. No, don't apologize. No, you're perfect. Yeah, I just want you to understand, or I want to explain whatever I can. Don't apologize. You're perfect. That's a great question. You know, you got to learn somehow, right? All right, we are doing sustainability berries today, fellas. Boomba. Insane Farm. I like this guy's name. Insane Farm. Yeah, you are, brother. Insane Farmer. So far, the entire war. That is so fucking brave, Tom. I respect it. Nope, that will not work. Agent, nice try. It's actually 2 is the number you have to spam. Haha, nice try, though. Can you ask your uncle that works at PokeMMO if they can remove it? Yeah, they did for you specifically, Quinn Stefan. Yeah. What's up, man? Good morning. Good morning. Same Articuno question. Yeah, for you, Quinn. Yeah, let me check my logs. Yeah. Yes, Uncle Q says that Zabuna and Quinn Stefan have both been punished. No Articunos for them. See you next month, boys. Yep, been confirmed. But seriously, good luck on your encounters. Legendary hunts can feel brutal, man. What's up, JWP? JWP, what's up, dude? Good morning. Good morning. Hey Pat, if we could like convert our BP points to Pokeyen, how much would you say 1 BP costs as Pokeyen? There's some way to just calc that. If you just do like how much BP the, just math, how much BP a choice band costs, and then how much you can sell for the GTL. Choice items are not your best Pokeyen conversion generally. I think the best way is like breeding braces, but then they're untradeable, so you have to be able to use them in breeds. But it comes out to, if you use BP to buy breeding braces, it comes out to being like 7,500 Pokeyen per brace as opposed to 10k. That was a while ago, to be fair. I look at your third monitor. Hey, that's third monitor is still pretty high up for me, Jack. I appreciate it. That's still bronze, brother. I'll take it. There you go. Thank you, Kyles. If there's a straight up calculation website, thank you. Berry farms over berry farming. I mean, oof. I'm halfway done. I'm chilling, but I like the suggestion. I miss Cav, dude. There's so many, yeah. But there's so many content creators over the years that people don't. It's a lot of fucking work and time, especially if you have a real job. If you have a real job and you get off work every day and come home trying to make videos, dude. People like Cav, people like T-Nums. There's so many people. Shadow. There's so many people over the years that that's one of the weird things of being a creator for as long as I have, and at this point, like, you see so many people come and go and you miss them. It's sad, for sure. But anyways, yeah, no, MMOs be like that. Yes, like, no, JW Tree spitting, JWP, excuse me, sorry, I didn't mean to misspeak. Yeah, like it's almost part of the journey, it's why fuck, what's the anime called, minus all the fan service and stuff, it's they kind of took it in a different direction. But the first episode of what's the anime called with the skeleton guy with like the fucking the MMO, the first episode of that MMO is amazing. Or that Overlord, yes, dude, the first episode of Overlord, I'll never forget when I watched that when it came out. The first episode of Overlord is such a beautiful, like, I don't care if you don't like anime and you don't even continue the series, that's fine. Go watch the first episode, maybe even the first 10 minutes or so of Overlord. The first episode of Overlord is awesome. It gets a little too anime-y for me as someone who's watched a lot of anime. It just kind of runs through the same like tropes and yada yada yada. But yeah, once again, get into the same problem of like so many animes suffer from the fan service and the lack of just leaning into the good story, in my opinion. What's up, Zubaz? How you doing, man? But the first episode of Overlord is like really fucking beautiful, man. The first episode of Overlord is so about the like MMO experience of seeing players come and go, and MMOs have always been a social game. They're always about making friends and then coming and going and just trying to, it's beautiful, man. I'm not sure. I love that you're on fucking tabs with that. I was just talking to my wife, G Money. I was just asking her, do you want to see, we need to see Masters of the Universe or Disclosure Day. We don't know which one today. We're probably going to see one of them. We did, yesterday, we took off to have a little bit of a break day with my wife, and we kind of had a break day, but there was also some like stressful dude, everything, there's just a lot of stressful stuff going around. So you feel like recently the world's been like, you work your butt off, and you take a, you stress, you work so hard, blah blah blah, you finally manage to like schedule a break day, and then on your break day like something inevitably happens which distracts from it. And that's everybody right now, and it's just we're all just kind of pushing forward, and we'll figure it out in the long run, but we tried to have a break day and it kind of didn't go as planned. So there was still some fun stuff, but there was some stressful stuff along the way, unfortunately. But the positive thing was me and my wife we had a fishbowl, and then we watched Scary Movie. We watched Scary Movie at like 1 p.m. on a Wednesday, which was really funny. Well, the movie wasn't that funny, but it was a funny situation, right? The situation itself makes it funnier. The movie was honestly better than I expected. Scary Movie 2 is peak. I really like Scary Movie 1 and 2. Yeah, I mean, I love Anna Faris. I love the whole crew. This Scary Movie 6 was honestly not as bad as I was expecting, but it's just because I was expecting it to be really fun. The trailer made it look so bad, in my opinion. The trailer was just like so... all the low-hanging fruit, like, boy, anything, any comedy thing that advertises itself of like, we are gonna cross every line and be as edgy as possible, and that's what's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny because it's edgy, not because the jokes are funny and just so happen to be edgy. No. It being edgy and offensive, that's what makes it funny. Lay Reddit, cross your arms, right, guys? I hate that style of comedy. I hate the like... I think when you advertise like that, it becomes so insufferable. But it was better than I expected the movie to be like a 2.5 out of 10. And it was like, in my opinion, like a 6 out of 10. My wife was the opposite, though. My wife said she thought it was going to be like a 5 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10. And it was like a 3 out of 10. So my wife did not really care for it as much. I thought it was better than I expected, but I expected it to be like a 2.5. Very nostalgia matching. I feel like it was meta matching, like all the ironic and like, you know, all the, and it goes a little bit too far, and it's not really a great movie to do that, but all the, like the joke of like I know who goes to watch a Wayans brother movie, like, you know, there's some good like stare at the fourth wall Briggs, which is that what the series wants to do. I don't know, it's a little too, you know, but it was genuinely better than I expected, which is, I expected it to be so bad, you know. Hundreds, agent. I don't like, I'd have to go check my hundreds. I haven't watched anime in like 5 years is the problem. And a lot of my anime opinions come from like 16-year-old Patrouski, because I watched a lot of them when I was a kid. I have watched 4,378 episodes of anime. I watched a lot of anime growing up. No, I don't know what that is. Jada Futuri. No idea. What's up, Swank? How you doing, man? What's up, gamer? How you doing today, dude? Good morning. Good morning. Gotcha. Okay. For the most part, I think it's very good that those interests they feel similar. Yeah, I get that for sure, especially seasonal animes. I haven't watched in a long time. But back to Scyther jail. Good luck to you, gamer. Good luck to you, man. Good luck in Scyther jail. Okay, berries planted. Back to Jimmy Run jail, boys. Back to Jimmy Run jail. Speaking of PokeMMO jails, back to Jimmy Run jail we go, fellas. I go grab my team. We gotta make the money, man. We gotta make the money. Now at least we can do. I've been enjoying the Gamba. I think doing a Gamba makes the Jimmy Run so much more enjoyable. I hope you guys feel the same. I've really enjoyed doing the Gamba. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Gamba spices up the run so much in a fantastically good way, in my opinion. Okay, let me. This needs to pair with Mareep. It's probably this one, right? That's probably a pair, and this is paired with Lax. Defense. Okay. We can do those breeds later. That's kind of cool. Good luck to you, Alpha. Good luck, man. Let's go grab our Jimmy Run team. Oh, bit of lag. Biddo Honey, the old boomer candy. I love old people candy. Biddo Honey, Mary Jane's. Bro, yesterday I cracked open into a bag of circus peanuts. Holy. Now, to be fair, I don't know how many. I don't know. Oof. Be honest, chat. I don't love circus peanuts, but they're just so weird and unique. I like them every so often. I need to eat circus peanuts every 3 years. I'm gonna show you guys. Who knows what circus peanuts are? Also, circus peanuts are like Lemon heads are fucking amazing. Lemon drops is the cocktail. It's not a candy, but close enough. Remind me of Dumbo. I fucking like, I wouldn't say I love these, but they're also like super fucked up. Like this is like some of the most sugar you can eat in a candy. Like I think 3 of these is like 25 grams of sugar. I think 6 circus peanuts is 50 grams of sugar. It's your entire day's sugar, I'm pretty sure, is in 6 circus peanuts. And you get like 20 in a bag or something. It says fat free though. That's why it's so funny, because they advertise as fat free, but they have some of the most sugar. They're so fucking, yeah. Yes, I'm not a big fan of those, but they have great texture. That's what it is, the texture. Yes, try Nutter Butter. Oh, look at me. I've had my share of Nutter Butter. Not a huge, I respect Nutter Butter. It's not a huge Nutter Butter. Cowtails. Yes, no, you know the way to my heart, JW Tree. Cowtails, and specifically, I love Cowtails, but the caramel creams, the goatsy, they're genuinely, those are like one of my favorite, like top 3 candies of all time. Maybe even my ranked 1. I think the goatsy caramel creams are much better than the Cowtails, because the cream to caramel ratio is better in my opinion. They just taste better, but I like Cowtails too because they're funny. What's a humbug? Humbug candy. I've never seen this. What? I'm interested. That is a weird, like a licorice hard candy. Do what to your butter? I love butterscotch hard candies. I could fuck them up, dude. Okay, come on, Cody. Speaking of the Minecraft background, boys, I will be doing a Minecraft stream. I did manage to pick up, luckily, another. There should be a link in the description in the YouTube stream that goes over the details, Jack. But I can link it to you as well, the details, but it should be in the description. It'll be in Hoenn, I think. Hoenn Rusturf Tunnel. It's not for another 2 hours or so. We got some time. We got some time before the catch event. Buddy bars. Are you Belgian? Nope, just a fellow USA brother. But I appreciate the question, the ask. Anyone else want to ban Tom for no reason? Every damn day of my life. What's up, Xerix? Good morning to you, man. Oh yeah, we managed to pick up another Minecraft sponsor, which I fucking look forward to drastically, so I can show off my forever world, play a little Minecraft, take a fun little break, and then also use it as an excuse to name some builds after viewers. If you don't know, I do name almost all my builds. I try to after viewers. So if you come watch the Minecraft stream, like it's a small little way for me to say thank you to you guys and also remember your names. We were just talking about how, like, we literally were just saying how MMOs are all about meeting friends and then the coming and going of players, right? So for me, a way to immortalize some of you guys, stream is kind of the same way. The coming and going of chatters and viewers, man. It's a beautifully somber thing to experience. And for me, a way to immortalize some of you is to put you in my Minecraft world. So if you want to be in the Minecraft world, come watch the stream. I'll try to name people after builds or do small little builds here and there. Should be a fun little time, okay? It's a good bit. I really enjoyed. Also, like, once again, PokeMMO and Minecraft are very similar in terms of, like, they both are kind of sandboxy games with, like, infinite content that you have to have your own goals and ideas to keep enjoying. You know, I think they're very, very similar games in that way, and I love playing a Minecraft Forever world for that consistent progress and for that long-term journey. True, agent, I believe it. True. Make a Dimmadome for me to dug in. I unironically am trying to make a Thunderdome, like a giant copper Thunderdome. I'm not sure what project I'll work on. I kind of like starting new projects when I stream it. I could just do little builds up on the dirt island in the sky needs more builds, and it's a great way to implement some people as well. Implement some viewers, name things after viewers. I used to love humbugs. I have a vivid memory of like getting cowtails at like a high school football game. You know, like that's like, or like getting cowtails at like a little league baseball game from the concessions. Like that is a very specific, you know, Aerodactyl Typhlosion. Kind of candy, you know? What are we master balling? What's up, Nizuka? No Gamba. Ah, I forgot to start it. Ah, let me do it really quick. We'll pat do 24. It'll have to be a fast one because we're already starting, obviously. We'll do the same thing. It's 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Will Pat do 5+ gyms today? Will Pat do 5+ gyms today? I miss the frozen pickle juice pops. I don't. What the fuck? Yeah, what the huh? That's a great emote. Wait, look up is so good, Choco. What? I'm gonna be honest. I'm feeling 24 plus gyms, 5 minute. What's it called? 24+ gyms, 5 minute. What's it called? I'm feeling kind of spacey today, chat. I'm gonna keep it so real. How many mods are you using? I have videos that cover all the mods that I use. I don't, off the top of my head, I don't know the number. Most of my mods are visual. I did just update my strings recently. I use the shiny sprite mod. I use the Christmas sprite mod too, but not everybody, you know. Make it 5+ gyms, free doubter points. You're such a hater, man. Such a hater. I might paralyze heal my air, or just like heal in general. Rustburrow is Aerodactyl, Excadrill. Should I paralyze heal this, or should I just go heal? I'm gonna try to paralyze. I think it's faster. Okay, I think that's worth it. I think it's worth it and should be faster. Rustburrow, Aerodactyl, Excadrill. This is gym number 3. Making good time. Good time. Player mods. I covered in my. I can link you the video, agent. Top mods. I just made a new video in PokeMMO. Put out this video recently. So the thing with PokeMMO most PokeMMO mods you just don't need. Like most PokeMMO mods are just like visuals. You don't actually need like anything to help your gameplay. So it's all personal preference. It's kind of like being like Patrouski. What the strings thing is a nice one though. That is a nice. I'll get you that link. But asking like what mods you should have installed is kind of like asking what clothes should you wear. It's just up to you, man, respectfully. Like I could no, but I understand. I can show you what I use and then you can decide if you want to use them too. I get that, to be fair. Maybe I'll do a video at some point just going through all the mods that I use, you know. People do ask a lot, which is only fair, you know. Do I have double rock slide? No, I'm fine. Okay, got through that gym. Good. That was a great day. I appreciate it, Rock. So it's a hope you too, man. Much love to you too, dude. I think today's pretty chill. I don't know if there's a whole lot of craziness today, which is nice. I kind of need a chill day after. Yesterday was a lot of craziness. I'm not gonna lie. You know, you guys will see more of that explained, I think, tomorrow or very, very soon. Very soon. Dewford just took a kiss plus Blastoise. These are the middle of your baseball games. I wish. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if I need more junk like that, but no, I never had those. Took his Blastoise. I wish I did, but that's probably wouldn't be good for me. That is the World Cup. That's true. Okay, we could talk about that. World Cup Day 1 matches. Who plays today? The first match is Mexico versus South Africa. Is that true? FIFA World Cup Day 1. What are the matches, gamers? World Cup day 1 schedule. Why is it so hard to find just a clean World Cup day 1 schedule? Why is everything a news article that's like tons of text? Just show me like an image, bro. Show me the bracket. Okay, here we go. Day 1 schedule. Mexico versus South Africa and South Korea versus Czech Republic. Okay. Should I pick? Are we going to do a bracket, boys? Should I randomly, arbitrarily pick? I'm going to go... Damn, Mexico versus South Africa. I'm going to go Mexico. And then South Korea versus Czech Republic. I'm going to go South Korea. That's my... I have no idea who's better at soccer. I have no idea the teams. That's my guesses, okay? The shit play anyway? What do you mean the shit? Why are you toxic? What do you mean the shitters? No one's a shitter. No one's a shitter in the World Cup, okay? Anybody could fucking win. That's the whole point. You can't be cynical about the World Cup, brother. It's an underdog fucking thing. All about the fucking enthusiasm and love of your country and the world and blah blah blah. It's beautiful, man. Next up is, I'm not supposed to do this one, but let's just go Fortree, I guess. Fortree, Aerodactyl, and Vanillix. If you're cynical about the World Cup, you can fucking slob on my knob. Come on, man. What are you doing? Can't be cynical about the World Cup. Oh, I need a PP match for this rock slide. What if I just do this or some shit? Or what if I do like this instead? Or wait, Vanillix and then something. Vanillix and Togekiss? Let's try this. Let's try this. Maybe check on Excadrill and spam rock slide. There's no problem with this Gamba's going through, right? What do you mean? What's wrong with the Gamba? No one's doubting me today. What the fuck? I mean, I think it's a good thing, right? What happened, bro? Everybody actually believes in me? Or is it just they believe in me to do something so simple like do 24 plus gyms in a Jimmy run Keck W? Is that the meme? Is that the argument? Even if it's a good resource that lists all Pokemon in obtainable order per region, I think I'm starting an Oaks challenge. That sound no, there are I mean there are resources that like Team Synergy's website, which will link. You can go through like the routes. They have something called the route finder. Is that what you're looking for potentially? I'm not even sure. Region maps. I'm not even sure if this will give you the information you want. There's more about shiny hunting, I believe, calcing and stuff, but here is the Synergy website route finder. If doubters win, they win big. Yeah, now I almost want them to win because that's fucking hilarious. Like, it's really the believer to doubter ratio today is pretty phenomenal. I'll check it out. Yes. Good luck. I respect the challenge, man. The idea. What's up, Remeru? Hello? Hello. What's up? What's with the what's up, man? How you doing, man? Happy to see you. Hello? What's up, man? How you doing? Been a while. What's up? Hope you're doing well. What's up? What's up? Oh, we're going next. Kanto? Hello? It's a good bit. It's a good bit. Kanto, Vermilion, Aerodactyl, Excadrill. We can probably do this actually. Can we? We're gonna have no rock slide PP. Is my problem here. That took so much time to do. Whatever. Trimmer out of PP. Yeah. Yeah. Someone distract him. Indian food is S tier. Okay, as someone who thinks Indian food is like B tier, I would like almost out of any food, I would almost say like Indian food is objectively S tier. Like just due to the complications of flavors and like, it's just not totally my flavor. Like Indian food is just not totally my flavor palette, not my profile, but it's such an awesome, you know, it's one of the most, like, your average Indian dish has some of the most layerings of flavor compared to like any, which is fucking awesome. Like, I do, like, you got to respect the complicated nature of Indian food due to all the spices and different, you know, herbs they use. You got to respect it, you know. If I were to do, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'll mute Xerix. That's it. Mute the rage baiters. Thank you, Tom. Thank you if that's more helpful. What's up, J Rated? How you doing? No, you missed a crash. Don't worry, you know. What's with the Minecraft in the background? It's the Subway Surfers for millennials. What's up? How you doing? Let's do this, I guess. A little stuff, but that's okay. What's up, Chibi? How you doing? I call tap? Call tap on what? Speak your truth, gamer. Why am I being muted? Because you're Tom. Why not? Tom is guilty until proven innocent. True and real. For better or for worse. Kind of want to crack a window, boys. Have a little sun come through. What do we think? Any sun today, gamers? No or nah? Why do the devs hate us? They don't hate us. They just hate you. They have shiny locked you. I've heard from them. True, true, true. Would you say India's the highest spice in their food? I don't. Okay. I don't know if I'm super qualified. I have a decent spice tolerance, not amazing spice tolerance. I think often people are really weird about spice. Where am I? I'm on the wrong way. One sec. I love spicy food. I think spicy food is really fucking good. It unlocks a bunch of new flavors. I love spicy food. Do I think Indian has the spiciest food? To my knowledge, I don't think so. I think Thai. I think generally Thai, but I've had so little Korean food, and there's tons of foods in the world that I haven't tried, even though, like, I'm lucky to live in an area where I have access to so much fucking food. It's crazy. And have access to so many different authentic restaurants, experimental restaurants, modernized restaurants. Really fortunate, you know, fast casual, award-winning. I'm really fortunate, right? I've had a lot of Indian food. There is so much Indian food in my area because the Indian population is very, very high, which is awesome. And they just get we get a lot of good food because of that. Having said that, Indian food is still B tier to me. I've had a fair bit of spicy Indian food. I do think that a lot of restaurants will purposefully tone down. I vehemently one sec. I vehemently believe that restaurants turn down the spices if you are as white as I am. I do, but that's like maybe the one conspiracy theory that I believe in, and I don't blame them. It's kind of not a bad, you know, safety call. Especially Thai restaurants. I feel like Thai food is like the spiciest food potentially on average, but they crank it down a lot. But I don't know. That's I'm not super qualified. I can see arguments for tons of different places for spiciest food. I think spice is really good, but like generally for me, I think I did have they served some Thai green chilies at an Indian restaurant that I was at in DC when we went for like a grand opening. Thai green, and that's Thai, but like Thai green chilies are fucking, they're too much for me, man. I respect it. I had one. I just popped it in my mouth and ate it immediately. And I could handle it, but it wasn't like, it wasn't enjoyable. It wasn't an enjoyable level of spice for the flavor is what I would say. I would say generally habanero is my peak spice. Pepper spice chart. Would you, yeah. Generally habanero in my opinion is like kind of where I'm at. How much? What Stouffville is green? This says Thai pepper is lower than habanero, but that was not my. Maybe I just didn't expect it. I don't know. Maybe it is. This says the Thai. Yeah, this says that they're a little bit below habanero. Maybe I just wasn't expecting it, to be fair. Maybe it just caught me off guard. Maybe it was. Okay, you know what it is? I think habanero peppers might be spicier. But they have a better flavor. Habanero peppers have like a really fucking good flavor for the spice. You know what I'm saying? And also habanero is often paired with like a mango, like a sweet to even it out a bit. I like mango habanero is one of my favorite flavors of all time. Anything flavored that is amazing. Yeah, dude, it's totally who reads YouTube descriptions, Jacob? Not many people. I totally fucking get it, man. Are my alerts off? I'm a bad streamer. My alerts are muted and off. Thank you for any follows, and I don't know if there's any Twitch Primes. Any Twitch Primes? Twitch Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you want to support for free, it helps a lot. Thank you. Twitch Prime, blah, 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 blah. Someone redeemed. Remu, how are you gonna come back and immediately redeem 1 minute of British accent? I'd fucking nab it, bro. Give me 1 sec. Others are crazy. Yeah, and yeah, I haven't. Yeah. Okay, give me one. Let me set my timer. Of course. British accent when? Right now. Don't worry. Let me get my timer up. Alrighty, blokes. 1 minute of British accent on the timer, lad. We gotta celebrate a full day of footy ahead of us. We gotta celebrate. It's gonna be lads on the pitch. What is it gonna be? Mexico versus South Africa. It's gonna be a righty fine match, lads. I can't wait to head down to the local pub and catch the game with me mates. You know, maybe cheer on whoever I see fit. It's gonna be a right up banger game, fellas. I'm gonna order me some bangers and mash. Maybe a couple of mushy peas on the side, and we're gonna enjoy some footy at the pub with our mates. Ain't that right, fellas? Oi, I'm speaking a lot. This is a lot of British accent in one, but we got 20 seconds left. How are we gonna kill 20 seconds? We're gonna talk about our gym rerun right now. I did upgrade my gym rerun team recently. We gotta go Saffron City in a sec, lads. One sec. Gotta get me screenshot up to see when the saffron puzzle is, lads. Brock defeated. Righty fine. Easy peasy. It's easy as chips and cheese, lad. Easy as chips and cheese. All right, I'm done. That was pretty good though, no? Not bad. They love their sports and food. Isn't it kind of we're not so different, you and I. Like it's America and Britopia are pretty much the same. We just attach to different arbitrary things. You know what I'm saying? One sec. I gotta lock in for a sec to do this incredibly difficult puzzle. Patty Blinder. Yeah, it was pretty close enough. My wife, who like loves TV shows and will watch like any slow burn, she will stick with any TV show through thick and thin. Even she said that like Peaky Blinders was too British for her and she like couldn't get into it. As a half Brit, 7.5 out of 10. I'll take it, dude. Thank you, Sand. That's better than I expected, man. Usually I just get called, you know, it wasn't terrible. It's crazy because that was like purposefully my most like egregious, you know. This is clearly cultural appropriation. Oh yeah, it for sure is, but it's British, so it's fine. That's what happens when you colonize half the world. You get to get made fun of for the next 100 years. I think that's a fair trade. I think that's like, is that wrong? I don't think so. It's like you know, if you're the bully, if you're the biggest bully at your school and you like terrorize kids for all of middle school and high school, I think it's fair that you get kind of teased a little bit in college. You know, not like teased nearly as bad, but like. I'm not saying eye for an eye. That makes the whole world blind, but maybe, you know. You know what I'm saying? Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. With captions, it was too British, yeah. Let's go back through this puzzle. Rot-row. Okay, boom. Boom. I'm actually locking the fuck in. Boom. Boom. We're actually the best. That's at speedrun puzzle, guys. Time. Split. Do the split. It's been more than 100 years. Be careful with that argument when it comes to history, brother. 100 years is a very small time. 100 people don't realize 100 years ago was like your grandparents. You know that, right? Like 100 years ago was not that, like your grandparents lived through that shit. That's really fucking close, brother, in the history of like humanity. That's real fucking recent. It's okay, you know, if you're a little more zoomed in, you gotta zoom out. That's real recent. And I'm once again, I'm not saying I'm not a fucking history buff. I'm not saying we should go back and blah blah blah. I'm just saying I like to do a little British accent. I like to do a little meme. That's it. If that upsets you, I'm sorry, genuinely. But as of right now, I'm gonna stand on business on that one, you know? Bro, what am I doing rock slide here, bro? Yeah, that's real fucking. Don't get into that shit. Yeah, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about fucking British. Okay, British were our fucking allies. I'm not trying to, you know, get into the World War II discussion. Like I'm not, you know. But you get real scary when you start saying like, oh shit was 100 years ago. That's not long ago, brother. Like that's not. It's not. It may be, like it's one of those things like. 100's a pretty big number. Yeah, it's fucking absolutely not. Like it's one of those things where like if your grandparents were affected by a certain thing, that affected your parents, and now that affected your how you were raised, and very very aggressively, very easily. I just earthquaked and killed my own Typhlosion. Karma'd, unbelievable. Rip boys, you know. It's one of those things people don't realize how crazy things were just very recently. It's one of the, I love that it's becoming more popular. Like women couldn't open bank accounts without a man signing off on it until 1974, I believe. Brother, that was 50 years ago. That impacted your parents, your mother, right now your mother couldn't open a bank account without your daddy signing off. That's fucking insane. That is fucking crazy. It's kind of a good, like, we've actually come a lot further than we realize, you know. It's kind of like a beautiful, you know, the rare like compliment thing your mother joke. Who would have thought? Dude, shit was not long ago. There's a lot of bad shit that was not long ago. Yeah. Anyways, not to, oh, that sounds so sad. It's more of like, bro, things are getting better. Like things, you know, things are getting better, man. It feels really, I mean, there are some setbacks. Don't get me wrong, but smiley face. We take a 2 steps forward, a 1 step back. You know, kind of meme. You know, a very long time. I don't feel. That's a respect. There's no like right or wrong there. Respectfully disagree, but you know, more power to you. To make me laugh. If you, okay, to be fair, if you are British and you said it was a good accent, I would lose all respect for you. Let me qualify. The joke is that I am the worst person in the world at accents. And that's why I find it very funny to try, you know, that's, you know, hopefully, yeah. Much love to you all. Anyways. Your combination. It's almost like I don't like when I'm not a history buff. It's almost like every country's done some really bad stuff and some really good stuff, and like it's good to know both. It's really good to educate that and teach that, but at the same time, we probably shouldn't demonize or like generalize. You know, it's a tough. That's my thoughts, but I don't know. I'm not a history buff. I'm sure being a history buff would teach me a lot of perspective. So. But also, this might shock people. It might surprise people. We are not going to solve the history of colonialization in a PokeMMO stream. What? That's the whole reason I'm here, Patrouski. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep working on it, guys. I'm gonna keep figuring things out. I'm gonna keep, you know, passing the laws like I do. Of course I do. I'm gonna, yeah, I know, unsub. That's why the whole reason I was here. We can get back to the PokeMMO discussion. Now, the real question is, what war crimes did Pallet Town commit? Anybody know? Now we're asking the interesting questions. You know, every city's done good and bad. What's Kanto been up to? Anybody checking the textbooks on that one, guys? Where do you think? Where was Sinnoh at during World War II, chat? What do you think? Double check on that one. Check your history book. Do the history books even mention what the Sinnoh citizens were doing? Kind of suspicious. I'm just saying. Where was Unova during Vietnam? I'm sorry. Okay. We're gonna. it's a comedy act. It's a comedy act. I'm just fucking saying stupid shit. I'm just a dumb guy saying stupid shit. Okay. Don't take this seriously. Okay. My whole thing. I'm trying to get less serious. I want to be more like. There's too much seriousness. As someone who is, one of my biggest problems is being too serious. Yep. One of my biggest problems is being too serious. There's too much seriousness in the world right now, and it's a very serious time, and I understand that. But for the average person, unless you're like passing laws or working, you know, if you're working in like real impactful things, hell yeah. But the average person, I think we just need a fucking break. I think the average person just needs a second to breathe, needs a second to relax, to get back to just feeling like a human again, you know? Don't ask Team Rocket. I do love the bit of I've never seen the Minion movies, okay? There is a really good bit where, like, the joke with the minions, for my layman understanding, you know, educated minion enthusiasts will understand more than me, but for my understanding, the minions always work for the most evil person in the world, okay? And canonically, they made it so that the minions were frozen in ice during World War II to avoid having to, could you imagine, like, Disney, whoever owns the minions having to commentate on that fiasco? And recently, in the most recent Minion movie, I think they reversed the canon to where you find out that the minions actually were unfrozen during World War II. So now everybody's wondering, what role did the minions play in the fucking atrocities of World War II? We gotta hold them accountable, boys. You know, it's the real motherfucking question, if you ask me. But anyways, once again, moving on. Yeah, I don't what's their Bob, Dave, what are the minions names? Where the fuck were you? Answer to your crimes, okay? That is a good, anyways, it's a good bit, but anyways bro, kind of important. The fucked up thing is, I agree with you, crew. Can I say, once again, let me qualify. I think when in day-to-day life, or in if it's your job to push a needle, or if you want to be involved in something, I couldn't agree with you more. And I hate populism. I agree with you so much, you know, on that. I think we very, very agree on that, on both, on any spectrum, right? But damn, I think a lot of people just need a break, need a sec to get away from, but obviously it's a privilege to be able to do so. There is a whole deep discussion there, don't get me wrong. I even agree with you, but I think the reality is, I think a lot of people spend too much time stressing over and having anxiety and destroying their minds over worrying about serious stuff that's largely out of their control. You know, the best thing you can do is, you know, be involved in your local community if you want to be, when you can, vote, you know, and then I don't think we need to be thinking about it or talking about it every single day, because otherwise you just enter a very sad, like, dichotomy of, like, every single action that a human does is going to put some negativity in the world, right? You can't think about that. The world is not about efficiency. The life is not about efficiency. You can't get into the mindset of, oh my god, I'm playing PokeMMO right now, and me playing PokeMMO is draining resources. I'm literally destroying the planet and using electricity to play. I don't have to play PokeMMO. Like, you don't have to do, like, anything in life, right? You don't. And you run into a very scary trap if you start. I think a lot of humans of this generation have started analyzing the negatives of things, and the reality is which is very smart, we're moving the needle in a way, right? Everything in the world that we do has positives and negatives, but you've got to say the positives too. You can't just worry about, I think a lot of people are just finding the negatives, pointing those out, and then moving on, and then just being depressed about it. You got to say the positives too, you know, like, oh, I'm streaming, but hopefully I'm entertaining hundreds of people, you know, all these things that I'm hopefully adding to people's lives, and arguably the reason to live is to pursue categorical desires, you know, what people often blah blah blah, right? Critique your electoral literally doesn't matter. it's up, and I wouldn't say it's like, it's one of those things. I think people are learning, and maybe I'm off the, you know, it's uncomfy. It's not because it's uncomfy. I agree with that, and I used to, when I was a little bit younger, I agree with this so much. It's not because it's uncomfy. It's more about if you spend every single day critiquing and like, this is one of the biggest problems that I have in my life. It's not a virtue, it's a problem. It's not healthy. You try to constantly improve, try to constantly critique. You start to enter delusions, you start to melt your brain. It's not productive. It's kind of like it's not productive to try to run a marathon every single day, right? You have to let your body rest. Is that a fair analogy? I think a lot of people, and there was a pendulum swing. I think this happened, the same thing happened in like Vietnam era, like in like the 70s. where like people were too uninvolved in serious topics, politics, whatever it may be, and they got really involved, and that kind of melted some brains. We kind of had a hippie period in the 80s and blah blah blah. Like you kind of just go up and down, right? About discourse. The problem is discourse every single day is exhausting. You know, like you can't have discourse every single day about serious topics. You will destroy your brain. You will ruin your time here on Earth. We only have so much time here spent on Earth. Some of it needs to be spent enjoying that time. You know, most of it, honestly, most of it should be spent enjoying that time. But I think a lot of people have been pushed in the direction, and I was pushed in this direction, and I still have this problem of, you know, your time spent is, you're only supposed to be more and more efficient. Your time spent here is supposed to be solving all blah, 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 blah. You can only do so much as one person. I think we put too much pressure on ourselves to solve everything. And it's one of those things. Problems are always going to exist. War is always going to be around. Hunger is always going to exist. I'm sorry, but it's one of those things. I'm not saying you should ignore it, but it's tough to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think it's anecdotal. I think it's almost the opposite. I think way too many people are involving themselves in problems out of their depth. I think way too many people feel like they have to have an opinion on everything. I think way too many people feel like they need to be involved in like knowing what's happening in the news every single day, when in reality knowing what's happening in the news does no positive to their life. If you are, you know, already voting in the way that you feel is right, and you're already doing these things, like you're causing yourself extra stress and anxiety and harm for no benefit and no reason, right? I think we are reaching the point. We're in the information era. We're in the information overload era, where I think too many people are, you start entering like misinformation and blah blah blah. And it's tough when I felt that if you told me this 5 years ago, I would disagree so much. But I think now that I'm getting older, not that it's like I'm wiser, it's more of like I'm just changing. It's more of like my opinion is changing, and it's good to have both. It's good to have young people pushing. I'm entering my unk phase, you know. I'm entering my unk phase, honestly. What do I do here? Excadrill or Vanillix? Yeah, Vanillix. That's my thought. Feel free to disagree. That's my thoughts. Well, that's the other. So the other problem is Xerix is everybody's just talking and nobody's doing stuff. So that's the other. I think young people spend so much time talking about stuff and not actually doing it. And it's one of those, like, I think if we spent a little bit less time talking, a little bit more time doing, it'd probably be better. But talking is also doing to some extent, blah, blah, blah. Once again, I do want to get back to, we can move on from, once again, the whole point of this topic was, I don't think every Twitch stream, literally doing the thing though. Yes and no. Yes and no. I think we live in an era where a lot of young people do want to just virtue signal and do want to be like, I'm a good person, I'm a good guy, I'm a good guy, I'm good. But actually, like, don't go out to vote, don't go out to do things. And it's like, it bothers me. I find that deeply obnoxious. I think everyone is trying so hard to prove themselves to be a good person, and I have that problem too. It's a mixed bag. It's tough for sure. But once again, I do want the whole point of this is, I think people need a break. I think if people could just have a break and relax, like, it would help society tremendously if people could just be nicer to each other in random day-to-day interactions, you know. The talking I meant though, but at a certain, I agree. Once again, 5 years ago, like, I think people just need to do what they need to do and fucking try to make progress, but then not constantly spending your time constantly trying to improve, constantly trying to solve the world is not healthy. It's not. I'm sorry. And that's one of those, like, people who do that hear that and I think they respond like, no, it is, but maybe it is for a period of time. Maybe that's what I think it's what you're supposed to do when you're like 20 to 25 or some shit. Maybe I don't know, but not to like trivialize it. It's really fucking important. I almost mean it respectfully, as like it's a young man's game type thing, you know. I think over discussing things can do more harm than good a lot of times. That's something that I have a problem with, you know. As I sit here over discussing things, you know. Yeah, I think a lot of people just get riled up and just get, yeah. Yes, wow, yes, I think a lot of, and that's how I am too. I think a lot of people, I agree with this so much. A lot of people are too focused on macro problems while neglecting their own problems, and I kind of agree with that, sadly. I think it's a distraction. I think if you get, and like, not that there aren't horrible things happening in the world that you should know about and care about and all these things, but like, I'm sorry, you're not going to stop a war. You're not, unless you know, go out and do stuff. You can have some small impact, but like, there's no point in living a miserable life. I think people want to be martyrs and want to feel like them selflessly doing these things is good, but it's often not. And I have that instincts too, and that problem too. Isn't the macro problem? There's a certain crew. I agree with you. There's a certain privilege there, but I think most of us in this stream chat, if you're watching a Twitch stream at 1 p.m. on a Thursday, let's be honest, you have a little bit of privilege, you know, at least all of us do, you know. It's just one of those like, but I don't know. I'm just yapping. How we all do it? What's up, Brain? What's up, man? I think people use the news to distract from their own lives. As in like not, yeah, I think I agree with that a lot, unfortunately. On every side and angle. I'm on the Oilers, my lunch break. Giga Chad. Bro, is the economy Giga Chad based? Yeah, like that's, I try to at least acknowledge like I'm dumb. Like if you watch my streams, you'll hear me say all the time like I'm just dumb, you know. Yeah, like I don't know, it's one of the, like I don't know, it's just tough. If you like work in the fields, hell yeah, like that's, you know, it's one of those like, I'm not saying don't do your little part, but I don't know, I think people need to relax a little bit. I think they're destroying their brains and becoming miserable. The problem is when everyone here, if everyone, actually was thinking about this recently, if everyone in the world, think about it like this, chat, if everybody in the world is working 100-hour work shifts, right, nobody's like benefiting from that. Maybe the future generations, but if everyone is working 100-hour weeks, right, everyone's overstressed, everyone is spread thin. The point of working that hard is to hopefully get yourself some benefit of money. When you do that consistently, you don't even get to use that benefit. And then when you work that much, you're supposed to be like providing that value for others. But if everyone in the world is working a 100-hour work week and everyone is overworking, overstressing in some way, we're all miserable, we're all exhausted, we're all grumpy, we don't, you know, wave to strangers on the street and blah blah blah. It's kind of like if everyone is working that hard, it just kind of almost benefits no one aside. Yeah. You got to reach a point where like you've got to keep yourself managed to where you're still being nice to everybody and still hopefully. That's one of the big problems I have, you know. Change in paradigm. It's one of those, I'm 28 years old, I'm too naive and I don't know enough, crew, to be honest with you. I thought that I did when but I don't know, man. Once again, can we move on from the point that I was trying to make was not every stream needs to be a serious pool of topics, but then the problem is even saying that takes, sometimes people get angry and disagree with that, which sucks. Like, I think you should let people rest, you know. Give people some rest. I think it's not a good look when you don't let others rest. I think it's yeah, it's just the reality of the situation versus like idealistic, which I love being, I get it, you know. Yeah, dude. Yeah, much love to you, Brad. Patrouski for president? I do not want to be president in a million fucking years. Fuck that. There takes a certain level of psychoticism to, that's not a word, to want to have the responsibility of that many people's lives. Even being a politician at all takes a certain amount of narcissism, because you have to believe that you know what's best for like hundreds of thousands or millions or billions of people, which I do not feel. Fuck that. I get stressed about fucking making PokeMMO videos. I don't like the pressure and the stress that I have just about like the PokeMMO economy and like what the fuck, like what's the upgraded team? It's the 7 Hells team. I've just finally upgraded. Yeah, and so hopefully I want to get away from that brain, because I don't. Let's see, the point of the discussion. I try to keep things very bipartisan when that stuff does come up. The whole point I'm trying to bring up is like just talking about society as a whole and like more philosophy. I'm not here to debate like specific policy. I don't know, man. I'm just too dumb. I'm too young and dumb. I like talking about thought process and broad overarching things and blah blah blah. But anyways, probably true. Probably, I wish, but we can't do blackjack. Bro, I fucking love blackjack. Now back to the important discussion. I love blackjack, dude. Holy man, holy. Here's the Seven Hells team if you're interested. Water took a kiss. It's good drill. This is not a very good run. It's not that bad though, actually. That is, I believe, G Money, that's true and that's fucked up, man. I'm sorry to hear it, man. My job is keeping me from becoming the LeBron James of PokeMMO. Unbelievable. But that's the, isn't that the problem? That right there is maybe one of the #1 problems in society right now, is that whenever someone sets a boundary and says, I want to move away from this topic, it's, oh, it must be making you uncomfortable, blah, blah, blah. No, bro. I used to debate politics and philosophy on stream back in like 2019. I did this for a living to some degree back then. It's not that it makes me uncomfortable. It's that it's not healthy to wake up every single day arguing about. If your job is not politics, I severely recommend you detach from it. That's a privilege to be able to do so. I agree with that, but it is not fucking healthy, dude. It's not. It is stressing and worrying about things that are at such a mass scale that you as one person just can't impact in the way that you would like to, and you just drive yourself fucking insane. I think it's being a little bit of a control freak, you know? Go cast your votes, be involved, get in, if you want to get involved in politics, whether locally or, you know, whatever, or work for a campaign or whatever. But the amount of people who just get on social media or talk to their friends and just stress about it constantly and ruin their lives over it is very fucking sad to me. And it is a privilege to not have to be able to, you know, I get that. But that's, I think we've all got to just, yeah. What's up? How much? I usually stream for about 3 to 5 hours, somewhere in that range. That's, hey, maybe I should. That's a fair point. Maybe I should qualify. I think like whatever works best for you. For me, I think for a lot of people that would make them feel a lot better, personally. But that's my guest crew. If it makes you feel better to be involved, more power to you. I totally get that. I respect that a ton. Absolutely, I like that argument a lot. I don't care if you're Team Magma or Team Aqua. Yeah, I'm gonna hot political take, bro. Fuck Team Rocket. Team Magma and Team Aqua, cool. Don't read into that. There was no deeper. There was no analogy there. I was just saying something. Please don't. 100%. I agree with that. Once again, I agree with that. But let's, you know. Professing platitudes leaves you stuck in the sand. Isn't that in itself a platitude, which is kind of hilarious? That's a great, it's a banger phrase. Isn't that in itself? That's really funny. Is that in itself a platitude, or did you make that up? Team Rocket all day. Okay. Anyways, I'm at 19 gyms so far. I might not make 24 gyms, fellas. Someone got a Shalfa Hitmon top? No, they didn't. In global chat, where's it at? That would be crazy to see. I just made it up. Okay, that's kind of based. Plus we're in shades. Oh, now we're on to the deeper topics, JWP. I've never thought about that. Like a platypus with attitude? Is that, I've never thought about that. Platitude is a platypus with attitude. A platypus wearing shades? Is that the vibe I'm getting? I gotta see this guy's Shalfa Hitmon top. If he, I gotta see him relink it if possible. Pokeyen Gym rerun. What's up, King? How are you doing, man? Shiny hunting. Thank you, Tom. That's even easier for me then. Shiny hunting. 151,000 motherfucking eggs. Give me 1 sec. What the fuck? Aerodactyl Typhlosion, Icarus City. I feel like I'm getting very lucky on today's run, and I'm still butchering it, but I'm getting like lucky. My RNG is good, I feel like. Aerodactyl uses Sunny Day. Typhlosion uses Incinerate here. Try to find this. What is it? Oh no, Clue Dot. Wait, no. Clue Dot. Oh, that's not the Hitmontop. That's Clues. Congrats to Clue on his Tortuga. Sunny Day. Incinerate. Let him cook. Wait, is it no, JW Tree, I spread misinformation as per usual. Caught emoji. That was not the Hitmontop. That was Clue's Tortuga. Shout out Clue, one of the best shunners in all of PokeMMO. Apologies. I was seeing stuff in the shiny chat and misconstruing it. Really dry too. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I've got to show this. Oh my god. Holy guacamole. One sec, chat. Holy guacamole. Yeah, this no, Clue didn't get a Shalfa. I'm spreading misinformation. No, Clue didn't get a Shalfa. I'm sorry. No, it's genuinely me, Shizu. I'm genuinely okay. Okay, I know I'm in the middle of a Jimmy run and this is definitely gonna scuff it, but this is more important. This is absolutely batshit. Absolutely batshit. Someone just got a Shalfa Hitmontop. One of the rarest Shalfas in all of Pokemon. One of the rarest shinies, because rebreeding it is a pain in the butt because they turn into Tyrogue and you have to evolve it. It came out 4 times 31 in HP, attack, defense, and attack, and then 20 plus. It is a 20 plus 166 overall IV shiny, and it was fucking rolled from a mysterious Great Ball at 32,000 encounters. Absolutely disgusting. This is one of the craziest mysterious ball and like wild shinies you'll see in Pokemon. Absolutely disgusting, insane. I don't even know who the OT is, so apologies. Inori posted it. I don't know if it was his in the Discord. Absolutely insanely disgusting legendary PokeMMO Shalfa, dude. That is insane. Some people just have the stuff, man. They just got the fucking sauce. Some people just have the sauce, brother. It is what it is. We can't have that sauce. You're just born with it. You're born with it. Punish bird. Thank you, Sunday. Here, I'll try to do a quick clip on that. Hopefully it doesn't crash my stream, but I want to give proper credit. Thank you, Sunday. I'll give proper credit. Okay. I'm getting word in from Sunday Vibes that the OT of that Hitmontop, to give proper credit, is Punish Bird, a Chinese player. Congratulations, man. Insane. Insane to see. Congratulations, Punish Bird. There you go. Thank you, Sunday, for the correction. I want to give proper credit in that situation. Thank you so much. Hopefully no F. No F. No F. Cinema. Cinema no F. Cinema no F. Someone said try Scotch Bonnet like a long time ago. What is that? Is that a food? It's a pepper. It was like 2 hours ago they said this. Scotch Bonnet is a very hot, fruity chili. I love I'm down. Hey, I'm down. Essential in Caribbean cuisine for jerk seasoning. Okay, you got me. Oh, one of the best seasonings, one of the best sauces to ever. Oh yeah, okay, sure. You got me. I'll try that. Thank you for the suggestion. It's anywhere from 80,000 to 400,000 Scoville. It's a little bit more than a habanero, it seems like, but it's kind of around the same. Habanero has a lower floor and then a higher ceiling. It's funny how much peppers can like vary. Like, isn't that like, how can a habanero be anywhere from 100,000 to 350,000 Scoville units? Like, that range is fucking massive. What? Isn't like oxtail? I've never had. I know it's one of like the big, like that's like super popular right now. I've never had oxtail. Would love to try it. Nimbasa's up next. We've got to get 3 gyms done in a bit. Fuck, sorry I missed it, crew. It's just really interesting. Also, your mom be stimulating me till I grow. So I couldn't help myself. Nimbasa's took a kiss plus Typhlosion. I'm gonna be pretty tight here, fellas. Just let yo. I'm just kidding. It's gonna be close. He only builds caps as a reaction to outside influence because it's a defense mechanism. Yo mom I'm just kidding. Not that hot yet. Shizu, don't tell me, Shizu, that you're one of those guys. I love habanero, okay? One of my favorite spice per flavor ratios. Don't tell me you're one of those guys who's like, yeah, my spice tolerance is pretty high. Yeah, I eat ghost peppers raw. Yeah, my dick's pretty big. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty tough because I eat spicy food. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not that. Please tell me you're not that, Shizu. Please. I've been calling those. Hey, I respect it. I respect the awareness. I respect the meme. I respect it. I respect it so much. We've all got character flaws. Some people think eating spicy food makes them tough. Some people think that eating sour food makes them tough. Me. Some people think they can fight 6 gorillas in a fight in hand-to-hand combat. You know, some people are dumb and insane. You know, we've all got character flaws. The beautiful thing to, you know, we've all got our quirk. I respect it. I respect just being like, yeah, you know what? I'm a bit of a spicy, you know. I respect that a lot. Mog him. He's literally, who's mogging harder, the habanero or the ghost pepper? Literally Shizu. Would fuck, I'm pretty sure. I have like a ghost popper. Now I'm doing it to you. I have a ghost pepper sauce in a hot sauce in my fridge. I can only do like a few dribbles. It's really strong, but the flavor is very fucking good. It's that same, there's a really popular hot sauce brand with the grandma on it. Hot sauce brand with grandma on it. You know what I'm talking about? I gotta lock in a little bit, fellas. Maybe it's not a grandma. Little bottle. It is not coming up. It's definitely not a grandma because this is not coming up. Yeah, some people still think that your mom jokes are funny. You know, everyone's got character flaws, and it's more, yeah, it's more about knowing them and admitting. Absolutely. But when it's locked in. At this point, it's kind of fucking funny if the believers lose, though. I'm gonna be so real. Gotta do 2 gyms left. Goldenrod. I'm not gonna purpose. I'm gonna lock in. You know. What's the opposite of spices or anything to me? Ooh, well, the opposite would be the 50-year-old the 50-year-old MILF who's like, no, nothing, pepper's too spicy, no, nothing spicy, please. Ooh, salsa too spicy. You know, the opposite is the person who can't take any spice, which is equally as annoying, if not more annoying, because then they can't engage with any foods. Now, I understand not wanting to eat, like, maybe you just don't want to eat spicy food on a certain day, or like, you know, whatever it may be. It makes me sad that it took me until the age of like 27 years old to finally have Cholula sauce, Cholula hot sauce, Cholula. That shit is the most flavorful. It's so expensive is the only problem. I had it at like an IHOP or whatever. Cholula is just like it's not even that spicy, but the flavor is just so fucking good. That's not what I'm thinking of. Maybe there's not a grandma on this sauce that I'm thinking of. Maybe I just invented the grandma. On eggs, yes, the Cholula flavor is just fucking amazing. What's up, Fufu Lame? Y'all are making me sweat. What's up, Steven? Please fail this gym. Okay, come on. My family was on this. But I mean, actually, that 31 fucked me up. I respect that. I understand wanting to eat like something low spice. I think it's more of like if someone was like, damn, this dish would be so good, but it's got jalapenos on it, therefore I will never try it. That kind of irks me a little bit. If someone was like, you know what, I don't want to deal with spice today, you know, that's based. I respect that a ton. There's day I'm like, you know, or like I can't eat spice before bed, you know, that shit fucks me up. I'm gonna try to watch some World Cup where I can. I know that my community is pretty passionate about it. I'll try to follow where I can. I have not had Slap Yo Mama. It's a seasoning, right? Not a sauce. Or is there a sauce too? I keep seeing it everywhere, and I love it's a Cajun seasoning sauce, or not a Cajun seasoning, not sauce. There's a sauce too. Excuse me. I always see the seasoning. I am from Maryland, okay? I fucking love Old Bay. Old Bay is an S tier seasoning, okay? It's one of the best. Having said that, it's kind of fucked up to admit as a Marylander, but I kind of think that Cajun seasoning is better. Cajun seasoning is so fucking good. I think Cajun seasoning is the best seasoning blend. I think it is. I think it's so fucking good. I have not had the Slap Ya Mama one, but I gotta try it. I gotta try it. Bone suck it. I mean, that just sounds right up my alley. If we're fine to just do this, okay. This is gonna be close, man. Something about all of us on the GTL. Was it you, Lancey? Be honest. Speak your truth, gamer. Was it you? That is really funny. That must have been so many fucking leppas. That is quite funny. Was not. I appreciate you called it. Fair. So much about all the leppas. Was it someone you know? Wink, wink. I mean, the thing with something like that, it's very funny. It's very weird. The thing with something like that is like that shit will get fixed so soon. Like berry farmers just gonna list their shit, their shiz. I need to lock in and do this gym. I have a minute left. Not the cussed app vault switch. The streams that I use are a mod. Yeah, if you look up custom streams, Pokemon mod, I have a video on it. I can link it to you, or someone can link it to you potentially as well. I'm a psycho. I'll eat spice whenever. That is, I respect it. That is, you know, I don't want to have spice before bed, or like probably too early in the morning. I'll have like, I like a heavy spice at dinner or like a medium spice at lunch type thing, but I can do a heavy spice at lunch depending on what the day is serving me. I don't know. I'm just a player. I don't have any more information than you guys. I mean, so DTM, I did just put out a Shiny War Explain video, which covers that. But the real answer is like, we can go off of historical trends in like previous years, but we don't know, man. It doesn't happen till it happens. The Pokemon devs have never told, you know, holiday events, Shiny Wars, whatever it may be. They never tell us ahead of time. That was gym number 24, fellas. So we just barely did 24 plus gyms. That was gym number 24. We just barely got it, man. But we'll take that. 24. Is this a Slowpoke? What the fuck? Oh, they're like little tails or whatever. 24 gyms is 24 gyms, fellas. I will take it. Custom strings, PokeMMO. Let me find you the link. Here is the link to my custom strings video and the link to the strings themselves in the description. Welcome to Toontown. What's up, Crafty? Okay. And now it's rewind time. It's Jimmy Run time, fellas. It's Jimmy Run time next, boys. That is how the money grinding has to continue, fellas. It is fucking impressive. But I thought it was I need to my number come join the Iron Man team. Dude, anybody can join the Iron Man team as long as you're an Iron Man. There's no yeah. Give me your IGN, Great Scott. There's no rules, man. It's a very chill team. The Duck Enjoyer, thank you for the raid of 12. The new, what's up, brother? Thank you, man. Is Jimmer in time again? Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Yup. I gotta make the money, man. I've gotta make, give me the money, give me the swag, give me the money. Gotta make the money, man. Gotta make the Pokemon money, dude. Dude, good luck. You'll be at the catch event on the Ironman account. I'm excited. Good luck to you, Duck. Hell yeah, dude. IGN's Iron Daniel. I got you. I do need to move kind of quickly because time could be an important factor here. Let's grab this. Let's grab this over this. I used to always think the song was hard to get up, hard to work on Minecraft, but he says Minecraft. So something like Leppa's getting bought out. I could be silly willy, but something like Leppa's getting bought out, I normally wouldn't even do a stream recap. Because like guys, they're only gonna be up 300% for like 20 minutes. Right, like this is not an actual increase. This is an obvious buyout. This is an obvious attempt to manipulate the Leppa market. I'm really trolling. Yeah, fair. Sorry if I took that too seriously, Lancey. My bad. It is funny. Yeah, this is a good example of like, I'm not gonna. I could cover it and be like, ha ha ha, very funny. Like it could be a clip, but it's more of like, I cover buyouts occasionally to let people like be a PSA, like watch out, you know, like don't buy this item because it's obviously being manipulated. I'll do that. Ooh, okay. Oh, I'm so glad. This is the question I dream of. Pat, I have some serious help. I have a bunch of chicken in the fridge. Like, about your favorite chicken dish to cook. I really like doing chicken fajitas, man. We just talked about like Cajun seasoning. Now, I use Cajun seasoning on my fajitas. I don't know if that's real fajitas or what you would call that, but I would go buy some green peppers and onions. Maybe if you want to do like green, yellow, red, like a mix of bell peppers, hell, if you can, hell yeah. I would do some bell peppers, whatever bell peppers you like, and then onions, and then slice them up into strips. Slice the chicken. Is it chicken breast, thighs, breast and thighs? You can just slice into strips and cook it all with the. I like the strips. Yeah. Oh, strong. Yeah, thighs. There you go. I love, and I just smother all the onions and bell peppers and chicken in Cajun seasoning and then put it in a tortilla, and it's little fucking fajitas. I'm a flour tortilla guy. I know it's kind of, that's, I do not vibe. I do not fuck with corn tortillas. I'm sorry. I know that's like traditional for tacos. These are Cajun fajitas. Let's we're not exactly going the authentic route. But it's fucking good, dude. If you have a grill, yeah, if you want to put the effort in, yeah, I respect it. And flour, maybe it's because, especially, isn't it also authentic for like them to be specifically raw corn tortillas? I do not like the bitterness of the raw corn tortilla, especially like the bitterness added from a fresh squeezed lime and the corn tortilla. I'm like, damn, it's just so much, I'm not a fan of that, but I respect it. I do love a pickled onion, like that helps eat, there's some good flavor combinations there, but I'm so sensitive to bitterness, which is why I'm sensitive to yo mama. Very funny, ha ha ha, of lime and corn tortillas. I respect that so much. That's not my flavor preference, but I get it. I do see the appeal. Over pump, what the fuck? Did anyone else see that? Can someone clip that? Was that the Vaporeon text on an NPC? Can someone is this my custom strings? Is that what this is? Wait, I didn't know my custom strings did this. Oh my god, the fucking Vaporeon. My custom strings changed the text of the NPCs in Castelia City. I just saw that and it made me This is so good. Oh my god. So true. What's an easy money making method? We're gonna get Bike Kanto. This is so good. This is secretly one of the best gags of a Pokemon mod I've ever seen. I have not. Wow. This is they still like, oh, I swear I'm shiny locked a ton. This is phenomenal, dude. What a good bit. Holy man. Wow. Holy. Anyways, that caught me off guard so much, dude. Yeah, that fucking jump scared me. It's like the it's the good version. Okay, I don't know if there is a good version of that, but more power to you. Maybe I'm unaware. So that's why Super Strings is a must. Yeah, I see. Okay, let me see. Chat lock in. Watch Mr. Worldwide Multicultural Patrouski here. Commencez percent. There's no way it's said like percent. Commencez percent mes cours de François. No, I don't speak English. Is that what the question is? I took one. I learned French for like 4 weeks in middle school. That's my. Let's see how close I was. Google Translate. How are the French classes going? That's a great. I don't speak French, but I wish if I were to learn a language, selfishly I would love to learn French. It's probably my favorite language. It's really beautiful to me. It wouldn't be that beneficial to my life is the problem, but there's not really a pragmatic reason to learn French, but I really do like French. It's a beautiful language in my opinion. Kind of old school, but I do see it as like the language of love type beat. Let me see how to say this. One sec. Google Translate. Tell me, gamer.
Comment se passent les cours de français?
I wasn't that far off. I know it's common as opposed to like comment. Like you would say it like in English.
Comment se passent les cours de français?
Holy. Commencez pourcent, but it's like pourcent, not like percent or passent or.
Comment se passent les cours de français?
Passen les cours. Comment se passen les cours de François? It's not François. What is it?
Comment se passent les cours de français?
De français? Comment se passen les cours de français? That's so hard. That is so tough. Unironically, learning Mandarin would be the craziest business decision of all time. If I was a smarter man and a braver man, learning Mandarin would actually like double my income. Probably. It would be fucking crazy. But I am too dumb and lazy. It's like fiance but fawn. Fiance, Francais. Okay. It shouldn't make me laugh, Xerix, but it did, so. What's up, Durant? How'd you get an Alpha Legendary? There were limited time Alpha Legendary raids. There was one for Suicune in 2024 and one for Articuno in 2025. I believe they happened in the Christmas event. Okay, let me start this run. I'm running low on time. I'm actually gonna have like very little time before the catch event begins because of this now, but that's okay. But the catch event begins in an hour and 8 minutes, so I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be cutting it close, chat. But it's worth it. I need the money, man. I'm broke boy stuff. Broke boy. Bro is broke. What are you, broke? Spanish is probably easier, but I don't have a passion for Spanish would be fantastically beneficial. I don't have a passion for it, respectfully, sadly, you know. True, Cassandra. Not that the Reddit post tomorrow. Patrouski is anti the Spanish language? No, I'm not. I'm just saying personally for me, I'm not that interested in learning it, but I respect it. I swear. It's the internet culture right now where if I say like, yeah, you know, I don't really have an interest in learning Spanish. He fucking hates Spanish. Get him. Destroy him. Get him. Blah. Shut up, Xerax. Why do I keep hearing? Do you guys hear that? The egg crack sound? Oh, wait, did I get Iron Daniel? Did I even invite you, Daniel? That's not. Iron. Daniel, did I get you or no? I don't think I did, right? You can flame me. You're allowed to flame me if I forgot you. El no sabe. It's such a good bit, dude. Yes, I can. Give me your IGN, Shrek, and try to be unbusy if possible. Whoever this run just learned their language on stream based. Oh, I should have not clicked discharge there. Whoops. Why did I do that? Oh, I should have. Why did I do this, chat? That's okay. Nice recoil damage. Turbo nerd. Loser. Loser alert. Watch this. Oh, okay. Thank fuck, Scott. Thank you, man. Whoever did that in chat, thank you so much. Get cooked. Unbelievably cooked. Blorp, what's up? Find you. Invite Iron Maned. Okay, got you. So close there. But I like setting up. Did I live? I'm gonna set up rocks here. He might mock punch me. Yeah, should I try to switch on that? It would have looked so cool if I switched on the mock punch. He goes down too. Turbo nerd. Got you, Iron Man. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna go this. Hey, this Morimoto fight was so easy. What the hell? We're also getting faster at it, which is nice. Okay, yeah, 12,000 hours, by the way. Clicks electric move into not even an immunity, but like a boost. I should live that, right? Oh no, I was like 60. I was 60%. My bad. I should not live that. Let's go this, I guess. This in flamethrower or eruption? I'm gonna go eruption. I should outspeed. Yeah. Oh, you're fine. I got you. Do you want the invite to the team? I got you. I'm in on your unbusy gamer. It's a very chill Iron Man team. It's not always a whole lot of I mean, a lot of times people just kind of yap and discuss strategies and ask questions. It's already in. Oh, okay. You're awesome. Hell yeah. Okay. Bro. What did that say? That said something funny. What's an easy money making method? That is so good, dude. Yeah, that's. I've come to the conclusion, crew, that honestly, at this point, like, I think 10,000 hours is the peak, and then any game time spent after that is just you just get worse. As you, like, that's kind of, you know, 10,000 hours is the peak, and then any time spent after that is a decline. You start forgetting things. It's been so long since you've learned something, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you start forgetting things. You start misclicking. 10,000 hours in the peak, and it's all downhill from there. Giga Chad. But you still have fun along the ride. Yes. Yeah. Pat, can I make eggs early for Shiny War to make PC space? Yes, but you want to make sure your first 8 eggs that you make are going to go to your incubator, and you can't take them out. You have to like get 8 eggs. Get 8 eggs in your incubator, and then any eggs you made from there you can keep in your PC, and those will be prepped, and then you can then get a raid from the fastest for 30 motherfucking gamers, bro. Why is my alerts not working? Professional streamer, by the way. Thank you, the fastest, for the raid of 30. Thank you. Any Twitch Prime. If you want to support the content, I turn my alerts back on, so now obviously everybody has to subscribe, of course. No, I'm so sorry about that. Thank you for the raid fastest. Welcome 30 gamers coming in. We are doing a trainer rerun on the Iron Man account. Very exciting stuff. Oh, he's making consistent Pokeyen. Oh, it's very exciting. It's really boring, but the exciting stuff will come once we get to the catch event in about 1 hour. In about 1 hour there will be a shiny Whismur catch event. We should be cooking. Website down. I haven't checked it. I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't think so. PokeMMO.com. Looks good to me. Looks good to me, man. Exciting stuff will come. Why is that looking for arrows? It's a good question. I mean, honestly, we still don't know. Just not funny enough, not entertaining enough, truly. Speaking of truly, it's a good day. Any day where I'm drinking a Baja Blast Zero on stream, oh, it's a good day, fellas. That's a good day. I should have not. I went 12,000 hours, by the way. Let me switch my water type Pokemon into the electric type Pokemon. That'll surely go well. That was very smart. Oh, you mean that the cloister with like the very, very criminally high defense, but then low spadef into the special attacking Pokemon? That will go swimmingly. What was I cooking there? What was I doing? Anyways. Do I eruption or do I flamethrower here? If I lose this fight, it's gonna be so fucking embarrassing. Eruption does not kill. We're cooked. It's over. Oh, it killed. Okay. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. Ha 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 ha. I do outspeed this Garchomp. Eruption does not kill. It's gonna go for EQ. If I go Zapdos, I don't even like. I just dodge the EQ, but then what? Like throw a Weather Ball or some shit. I have the play of a lifetime. I can go Vanillix on the EQ. My Vanillix probably dies. If it lives, I can go for a Blizzard and kill him. Beautiful. And then I can bring in Zapdos after, and I have Ice Weather Ball. Boomba. He outspeeds me. I'm fucking Choice Scarf. Are you kidding me? Get fucked though. I live. Get fucked. This fucker is like jolly Choice Scarf. Where does one find Baja Blast Zero? I think you can only get them at like monk temples near Mount Fuji in Japan. They're very, very, very rare. I found one at my local grocery store, but they're incredibly, like, they are legitimately rare. Bro, I hate it when I'm hungry, look at the fridge and can't find shit that I want to eat. Thankfully, there is a place you can go to get food that is packaged and served to you, either fresh. Those are called restaurants. And there's also this big, like, kind of cold place called a grocery store. And you can go there. I'm being so annoying, Shizu. I hope you get some good food soon, my gamer, my king. I'm being kind of a stinker to you today, aren't I, Shizu? I'll own that. I'll say what I am. I'll be honest. I'm being a little stinky. -2, valid, valid, valid. Pat scalping. I'm not reselling this shit. I am consuming, okay? Me reselling Baja Blast Zero? No, I'm good. I'm fucking drinking this shit. Okay, can we talk about, in the era of shrinkflation, pizza rolls are a fucking real one. I don't think pizza rolls have shrinkflated at all, and they've changed their slogan. They got Sam Richardson involved, who's an awesome actor. Love him. Good bit. Him and Tim Robinson. And then they changed their slogan to like 10 for about $1. That might be one of the most genius switch ups in like one of the most genius times to do it. It's actually so smart. Pizza rolls, 10 for about $1. Call him Mr. Detroiter for fucking coming up with that. I bet he came up with that. Like, that's such a good slogan, dude. Pizza rolls, 10 for about $1. Pizza rolls. You can get 10 of them for about $1. Dude, it's fucking amazing. That just sounds like a good deal. Is the grocery store on Twitch? There should be a grocery store 24/7 camera on Twitch. That'd go hard, honestly. That is getting Baja Blasted. I hope that we can all get Baja Blasted. That's life goals. Life goals. Classic Japanese Zen monk knows their love for Baja Blast. I don't know if you can truly reach the ethereal, what's the word? Ethereal zeitgeist. I'm just saying buzzwords without drinking enough Baja Blast in your lifetime. You have to drink like enough cans to get into the ascended afterlife. Is it good? Wait, is that? I've not. There's bougie pizza rolls now. I have not seen that, to be fair. High-end pizza rolls. I've not seen that. Isn't that just pizza bagels? Check W. No, I'm interested. I believe you. Like pizza bagels are just bougie pizza rolls. Bougie. Bougie's a great word. I'm glad that ended the zeitgeist. Is Moltres better than the shell dude? Forgot his name. Blastoise. Who's the shell dude? I love that. Pizza bagels are, so they are. Yeah. Is Moltres better than the shell dude? I don't. Apologies for not understanding the question. I should just get that. If you could. It's a great name, yeah. If you could try to re-ask or rephrase that in a way, I'll try to answer. Apologies, Justin. Hey, trainer reruns are so chill, man. Cloister question mark? Wait, okay, that would be the funniest chat of all time. Is he asking, when he said, is Moltres better than the shell dude, did you... I fucking confused you. I'm so... You meant, is Articuno better than Cloister? Fuck. Okay, I get it now. I get it. That's... I confused you. That's my fault. Articuno with loaded die plus attack... Yeah. Articuno, it's not that it's better... It basically does the same damage, but you have a chance for elemental orbs. Most trainer rerun gamers have switched to the Articuno strat because you have a chance to make about 20 to 40,000 more Pokeyen per gym rerun, or per trainer rerun, excuse me. So you make a little bit more money per hour by utilizing the and now it's probably like 10 to 30k since that's being more normalized, you know, elemental orbs. As it's becoming more popular, you know, word zeitgeist. I love using the word zeitgeist because it's just it's a very good word, but then I like there's two of my favorite words to overuse and be annoying about because they sound so jarring compared to the normal words that we use in our day-to-day life. Zeitgeist and bombastic are just so like, both of those words, they don't sound like English. I mean, I guess zeitgeist literally is German, right? Where does bombastic come from? Bombastic origin. The word bombastic means highly inflated, pretentious language that is extravagant but contains little real meaning. Me, how I talk. It has no etymological link to the word bomb. That's not what I'm asking, but I... What is the... Huh? What is the etymology of bombastic? Bombastic etymology. Mr. Boom... Is it just from Mr. Boombastic? There's no way. Bombastic comes from 16th century English. There was a word called bombast. Bombast. The root noun bombast originally referred to raw cotton. Oh fuck. Don't tell me bombastic has like no bad roots. Bombastic emerged in the 17th century to describe individual speeches or texts characterized by this. Okay. Bombastic. I use a lot of words wrong, is what I end up learning the more years I live on this earth. Well, that's what I thought. I use bombastic to generally mean hyperbolic because I think, honestly, I think bombastic is the less pretentious. I think saying hyperbolic is annoying. I don't like that word. It's too much for what it is. Hyperbolic. I don't like that word. I prefer bombastic to hyperbolic. But then I don't know if that really means the same thing. This is saying that bombastic specifically refers to like pretentious. I don't know. People know what I'm saying though. Who cares? I'm gonna use words wrong every day. Who gives a shit? Has bad roots. Yeah. You've come a long way. Bombadillo. It's Bombadiro Crocodillo, I believe. Come on, crew. It might. What if I'm wrong? That'd be so embarrassing. Bomba. Or is it Bombini Gusini? I'm thinking of. Bombini Gusini. Tung 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 Sahur. Burr burr patapim. Assassinino a cappuccino. That's borderline offensive, if not just. What else is there? Ballerini cappuccini. That's not how you say it. Ballerino cappuccino. I think Berber Patapim, one of my favorites. One of my, I hate saying this one. La Larillo La La. I can never say that one correctly. Like the elephant. My face with my Italian burger isn't 100%. We're cooked. I think Italian brain rot might be one of the most pure memes of the 2020s. What I like about Italian brain rot is literally just it's almost like making fun of I'm probably giving too much credit to Italian brain rot. I like that Italian brain rot is like, in my opinion, it's almost making fun of reference culture. I hate when media or even talking to people who like the only thing they can do is like reference things. Like, oh, I know that thing. Pog. Oh, I get that reference. That means good. I hate that shit. Okay. That's why I hated Ready Player One. Is that what I'm thinking of? No, is it Ready Player One? I couldn't even follow the plot of Ready Player One because I got so mad at like look, it's Master Chief. I'm supposed to get that and like that reference because I play video games, guys. I like that. I get that. I fucking despise reference culture and reference, like I think it's very low hanging fruit, like low effort entertainment. That's my like pet peeve. It's not really correct. It's my pet peeve. Okay. But I feel like Italian brain rot is almost making fun of that because there is no joke beyond Italian brain rot aside from, oh, I get that niche weird reference. Isn't that cool, guys? Which the point is that it's not cool. Like, oh, Gusini Boombini, this made up random like string of characters. Like, Italian brain rot's kind of genius because in my opinion, it's kind of it's playfully teasing and making fun of reference culture. At least that's how I see, you know, to be fair, it takes a pretty high IQ to understand the humor and the culture of Italian brain rot, right, guys? Hashtag Rick and Morty. Yeah, I actually think there's some pretty good depth to Italian brain rot. Like, ironically, what's up, Zach? I would make that argument. I would stand by that, man. Unironically, like I think it actually is a playful way to make fun of reference culture. I need to rewatch Ready Player One because the story might be good. I just couldn't even focus on it. I was so mad my first time watching it. Everyone there, friends, business. Yes, maybe that's what it is. I don't like someone trying to sell you something with references. I don't mind like reference humor. Like me and my friends, we watched I Think You Should Leave. You know, we reference like there's certain the things you watch together. That's just community. You know, that's a good point. I like that distinction. I don't mind reference humor, but I despise reference business. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. To me, it just feels very cheap, even if it's done, which is almost like kind of unfair. Yeah, that's depth. Yeah. Well, there's also like there's tongues. I heard there's like tongue K. There's a bunch of tongues. We were learning about this in John Pork's Twitch stream. Hashtag shout out John Pork calling. Hold up, John Pork answering the phone. Nah, he wasn't calling. Sorry guys, I thought he was. My mistake. The tongue verse. There's a lot more tongues than you would think. There's the whole alphabet. It's like there's at least 26 tongue Sahur adjacent things. Welcome back to back to the important stuff. Welcome back to the game, Steppin'. How are you doing, man? Pretty big break. If you know why reward point vouchers have been gone up, dude, it's a really big. You can't pin it on one thing. It's so tough to say. I don't know the exact answer. You can go over like I think the main thing is that earning Pokeyen has become earning pure yen. Or earning Pokeyen has become a little bit more difficult and a little bit more grindy over the past 1 year. It was getting easier and easier to make Pokeyen consistently for about 3 to 4 years. And then over the past year or so, they finally started cracking back down on it a little bit, to most players' dismay. And I think because of that, I think a lot of players have started to credit card swipe out of frustration, which sucks. I would try to encourage against that, but I do whatever you want to do, I guess. At the end of the day, it doesn't really hurt me. But the really boring answer is it's just supply and demand. More people are willing to credit card swipe to dodge the Pokeyen money making these days versus not enough demand of people buying RP. I'm curious to see what Shiny Ward does and how that, I'm not sure. It's a really, like, I don't know if, and people just have less available Pokeyen. People have less available pure yen because people spend it on things like Shiny War. Yes, yeah. It's harder to make Pokeyen, right? That raises the individual player's purchasing power if it's harder to make Pokeyen. Yes, it does. That's, I don't want to come off as there are positives and negatives to every market. I don't want to act like I don't like this current market. I don't think it's better than the previous market about 2 years ago, but there are still positives. It's not like the market is not just bad. There are just bad things, in my opinion, in the market that I don't prefer, you know, yada 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 yada. We've done the market discussion for 10,000 hours at this point. But one of the positives is that, yes, buying good IV Pokemon is really cheap. Like, new players, it is better to be a new player right now. Come in, buy a bunch of raid Pokemon, buy a bunch of utility Pokemon, you know, buy all that stuff. It's cheaper. When RP is cheap, it's better for the average player. Shiny Charms are cheaper than ever. Shiny Charms used to be 300k. Now Shiny Charms are 150k. Donor statuses are cheaper. Chum Buckets are cheaper. XP Reamplifier is cheaper than it's ever been. You know? It's, yes. Yep. Yeah. Actually, no, Jack, I would say it's the opposite. I would say it's the total opposite. A lot of people have been pushing that narrative, but I don't think I agree with that at all. I think actually, the hot, like, flipping and breeding for profit have been the main things. It's the opposite. Yes, I think right now the game is easier for newer players, but harder for mid game and end game players potentially. Well, I don't know. It's so. Even that is, I don't know if I agree with that. Even that is too broad. It's really fucking complicated. It really is. And it's not my, you could feel free to have that if that's, you know, I think I just asked you, but if you also have that opinion, I think there's not really a right or wrong. It's more of just like, it's just complicated and tough. Some things are easier right now as a new player. It's easier to buy things and get into the market. Some things are harder. It's really up in the air, man. It's really tough. What's up, Pumpkin? Oh, did your ears pierced? Wait, wait. What's up? My wife got her ears pierced, like, further. She had the little lobe. I think did you get 2 on each? Oh, that looks fucking awesome. Okay, did it hurt? It looked really red. Getting your, like, upper cartilage fucking hurts, right? My wife has a crazy high pain tolerance. Dude, I just love the game and I love talking about it, Stephens. You know, Givens, you know, I'm honored. Welcome back, man. You know, they nerfed Jimmy runs a little bit. I think that goes into they nerfed Jimmy runs about 8% or so. Like, Jimmy runs weren't nerfed, which is, you know, significant. But what else? Not even like 5%. Jimmy. It's fun. I will say it is annoying to me how much the community complains about the Jimmy run nerf when it was a 5% nerf. Like, but that gets it. People get really mad when I say that, so apologies. What else? But they nerfed a bunch of things at one time, and a lot of the nerfs were just confusing. I think that's what like the E4 rerun nerf was very confusing and out of left field. Most people consider that content to be very balanced. A lot of things like that. Recently they nerfed, like, they just nerfed a lot of things in very small ways. And I think it's just kind of, I think it's annoying because regardless of the percentage, the players are kind of just like, why? And I wish the devs would explain why. I wish the devs would, oh, inflation is becoming a problem, so therefore we did, you know, I think that would make so many players feel so much more satisfied. You know, it's like imagine, okay, put it like this: imagine if your job gave you a raise every single year for 4 years, and then on the 5th year they were like, hey, we actually have to dock your pay by like 1%. Like, that 1% is pretty minimal, but that still feels really shit. You're like, wait, why? Wait, why? What the fuck? Like that, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it was like. Yes, I think the devs commenting on the market is like a genius thing that not enough MMO, but that's tough. That can also people, I don't know, that's a tough thing. Dude, hell yeah, Duran. I haven't seen the new strats. We've been working. Yeah, that's true, Alpha. Yeah. No whatsoever. Yeah, I don't have much of a. I just kind of listen to the E4 rerunners. I didn't do E4 reruns, so it's out of my depth, honestly. I'm not trying. I more so I'm speaking about the yeah, once again the Jimmy run thing. But anyways, yes, I think the big problem. This has been my. We've discussed this for thousands of hours, but I agree. My biggest problem right now with Pokemon money making is that it's just so undiverse. There are so few options, genuinely, and I feel like people have always complained about like. People have always complained about there's not enough methods and blah blah blah, but I think that was always like, I think it was noise for a little bit, but now it's like, no, legitimately there's like there's not, we've cut down on the amount of money making methods so much because of, once again, in my opinion, alphas flooding the market and the IVs of Pokemon being so cheap cuts down on so many money making methods. But we've discussed this for thousands of hours, so I don't want to spend more of it today, waste more of our time going over the same talking point, but it is interesting to some extent, so I get that, you know. Bit of an uproar. Yeah, and there's good and there's bad to it. You seem reasonable, Steppen, you know, like on one end, when the devs don't communicate, of course the players are frustrated. Do I wish there was more empathy and less, you know, attacking and harassment and name calling and assuming the devs are the devils? Yeah, for sure. But do I wish the devs communicated more? You know, yeah, you know, so it's kind of like a tough. It's tough. UFF. Was Payday? I don't remember that. Was Payday pickup nerfed? I don't recall that. I know that the amulet coin farming thing was weird. Give it up forever. I respect, and once again, I respect as long as you're sharing your frustrations in a valid way. That's awesome. That's, you know, I only take problem with people who are like, the fucking devs are fucking devils. They actually hate their own game. I can't blah blah blah. And it's like, if you're that far, like if you're that extreme, you probably should stop playing, which is also, I think, a valid opinion to have, but you probably should stop playing the game. And I think a lot of people did. I think a good thing that's happened over the past year is a lot of players decided PokeMMO wasn't for them anymore and moved on, which is sad to see, but also makes a lot of sense. Made it 10% proc. I don't remember that, to be fair. That's my I don't even remember that one. Fuck yeah, and that's yeah. I think the biggest thing right now is money making just feels money making's already always felt repetitive in MMOs, but I do think that money making right now in PokeMMO feels even more repetitive, which sucks. I wish but it is what it is. Thankfully, PokeMMO is still the best Pokemon game in my opinion. I still want to play it every day. I still love it, even though like it's got flaws, you know, very clearly. But it's still the best game in my opinion, and you can only do so much. You can only do so much as a player. Vote with your wallet, vote with your time type thing, but then also enjoy your life, you know. Was nerve that okay? That does sound vaguely familiar. Gotcha. Okay, I'm pretty sure just bring that up. It felt repetitive. Yeah, and that's they are grindy to some extent, but what I love about MMOs is being able to hop between activities. Like for me, like peak MMO gameplay is like old RuneScape. I can go mining for about 2 hours, then take a break, and then go fishing for like an hour, and then go PVM or Slayer for an hour, and then rune crafting, and you know, blah, blah. I love like swapping around, you know. Or for cash, too much Island, dude. That is, I'm the total opposite. Happy. That is fucking brave. I respect the fuck out of that. That is like locking in commitment, dude. Experience for real. That is the old school approach. The like hyper old school MMO. Like people do forget that like old school. I'm sure you watch Josh Strive Hayes if you're saying that, which is a green flag champion. I mean, that's a compliment. Old school MMOs like were just a glorified chat room. That's something that he said. I'm taking that from him, so it's not my own, you know, words. But it's true. Like, old MMOs were just glorified chat rooms. The gameplay was secondary because just the novelty and just the ability to chat with people all across the world is really beautiful. Like that, and it's still, I think it still is. We just take it for granted a little bit these days. Like, it's fucking amazing that I can talk to people right now in my Twitch chat from India, from Indonesia, from the Philippines, from the UK, from the US, from Canada. Like, it's fucking awesome, dude. It's really, really cool. What's up, Red Bloods? Josh Drive Hayes did a thing recently where he like tried out streaming for like 100 days or 3 months or whatever. That video is really, really good. And him compare, it's so interesting. I'm doing good today, Red Bloods. What's up, man? How are you doing? How are you feeling? What am I doing today? I'm grinding the Ironman account, going to a movie later, planning my Minecraft. I have a to-do list actually somewhere. Let me fucking... Besides, I got the catch event is in 36 minutes. What's my Thursday to do? My Thursday to-do list. Stream at noon. Timestamps and thumbnails for Iron Man episode 33. That takes like a long, like probably 3 hours. Iron Man, I need to breed some alphas. My schedule today is like over fucking 16 hours. I can't get it all done, but we'll see. I have to breed my alphas. I've got to export a big news video coming out hopefully tomorrow. I've got to do a stream recap. This is this stream recap. Schedule the Minecraft stream and work out those details. I'll be doing a Minecraft stream probably tomorrow, very soon, either tomorrow or going to a movie during the World Cup. I will try to watch some of the World Cup. It's really cool. The World Cup's going to be a really cute way for me to be involved with my audience and be involved with what's going on. And I'm more so watching when's the next NBA Finals game. I want to fucking see how that finished. I care more about the NBA Finals finishing up right now more than the World Cup, respectfully, and then we'll we'll move on to that. The next NBA Finals game is June 13th at 8:30 p.m. But I'm excited to hopefully keep an eye on the World Cup. I am lightly rooting for the Spurs in the NBA Finals just because it's so awesome to live in a timeline where I get to watch Wemby play. But God, the Knicks are getting me. I don't have a strong opinion on this. I don't really watch the NBA. I played a lot of basketball. I love basketball. I played a lot growing up. But it has been fucking inspiring. I'm lightly rooting for the Spurs, but fuck, it's been inspiring to watch New York gather. Yes, the game last night, Zwunk, and then I just saw highlights, and then the tip-in, which everybody saw the fucking tip-in. That final stretch on that play. Dude, the Knicks are just playing their fucking heart out. And it's not that the Spurs aren't, but it's just... I love to make fun of my New York friends, okay? I'm not a huge fan of New York pizza. I think people who move to New York are sometimes very pretentious and annoying. Not always, but sometimes. People who move there, not born there. And then I love to make fun of my fellow New Yorkians, okay? But fuck, watching the Knicks bring that city together has been really damn gorgeous. It's actually the most, like, beautiful. I don't know shit about hockey. I don't follow hockey at all. It'd be so easy to be. Yeah, I keep seeing people. Like, it's cute to see the camaraderie. How you know that, like, copy pasta and you're from Florida. Like, it's kind of beautiful, man. Yeah, no, if you're a Spurs fan, I mean, either way, it's crazy, man. Like, yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, color. Yeah, Akisak brought it up. Summoning Salt videos. I need to catch up. I've been not watching his enough, unfortunately. Germany here. It's cool, dude. I love it, man. Do you think... Ooh. I almost forgot I wanted to ask you, do you think it'd be possible to track down an old shiny you sold? I don't know how many 2014 to 2015 shinies would have been bred away, but I know a lot of old players quit. It's really hard. Especially shinies. Even just tracking old 2015, 2014, 2013, or 2012 Pokemon is really fucking hard. I actually was able to track down Joshua. Joshua had a Safari shiny Rhyhorn that she sold, I think in 2013, and I found it and bought it back for her, I think in like 2015, 2016. I refound it. But then that, I don't know if she still, I'm not sure if she still has. I'm not sure, but that was like a 3-year time gap, and that was even insane. Let alone if you like 2015 or 2014 to 2026, a 10 to 11 to 12 year time gap. Like, the more time that passes, the more difficult it is to find stuff like that. You can try. All I can say is you can try your best, but especially shinies are real hard. There's just so few 2013 2014 shinies around, dude. There's 3 2013 shinies on the GTL. I love this Primeape, honestly, on the GTL right now. How many 2014s? 0 2014s. Like, wow. 2015s, there's 3. I don't know any of these names. Yeah, you can try, but it's definitely tough. That's fucking insane, Zwonk. That's sick, dude. Dude, okay. You might disagree with me when I say this, Durant, but I kind of low-key feel the same about Philly fans, but people fucking hate Philly fans. I'm not from Philly. I think Philly fans are overhated. That might be my most hot take. Sports fans fucking jump on me when I say that. I think Philly fans are overhated and overgeneralized. I've met some amazing Eagles fans. Now I've met some really bad. Like, I think 1 out of 10 or like 2 out of 10 Eagles fans are just like needlessly aggressive. Okay, don't get me wrong. Like, I remember I was at a party one time. And I was talking to I was also like, I'd only met this guy I think once or twice. Okay, he was and I love that guy. I'm not trying to like dick on him, but I actually like love him. He's a really I'd love to hang out with him more. But this like second or third time I had talked to him, he's a friend of mine's boyfriend, and I was like, oh, you're an Eagles fan. That's so cool. I always loved like Brian Westbrook and Brian Dawkins. And I loved when you guys took Lamar back and gave him a second chance in the Deshaun Jackson era. Like, I have my favorite sports movie of all time is Invincible. Like, I have a lot of love for fucking Philly and the culture and the passion. And I honestly think that sometimes I think Philly fans are a little overhated. And, yeah, you guys do some crazy things like eat horse poop sometimes, but who doesn't eat a little horse poop and blah, blah, blah. And then after this long spiel of me like hyping up his team, he was like, oh yeah, Lamar Jackson can't throw. And I was like, are you fucking, what? Are you gonna fucking, are we trying to fucking go, bro? Like, what, why? Why would you say that? Why would you do that, brother? Why the needless, why? I think there's just some 1 out of 10 Philly fans just like want to start fights. But 9 out of 10 are actually just very passionate. The problem is there are 0 unpassionate Philly fans, okay? 0. 9 out of 10 Knicks fans are underhated. That's really funny. I think 9 out of 10 Philly fans are just really passionate, okay? But 1 out of 10, that's what he thought. But you don't say what you think to someone in response to, if someone comes up and goes, dude, that outfit is beautiful, you look so good today, I love the glasses and the color matching of your shoes and your shirt. You don't go, oh, I think you look fat today. Even if you think it, you can't say, what are you doing? It's called basic social skills. What are you doing? Like, you don't just go, oh yeah. Also, don't get me started on the Lamar can't throw propaganda and how he has the best fucking passer rating in NFL history, by the way. The Lamar Jackson can't throw propaganda is actually one of the most, it's so dumb, it's so hateful, it's so factually, logistically incorrect in every possible way. I vehemently resent the Lamar Jackson can't throw propaganda. He is one of the best passing quarterbacks of all time in the NFL statistically. If you disagree, it's okay to be wrong. Having said that, I think Aaron Rodgers is overrated. So you know what? Maybe we've all got our own demons to fight. Aaron Rodgers is statistically one of the best passing quarterbacks of all time. So maybe, hey, you know what? As I'm walking myself into this corner, maybe we've all got our own shovels to dig, our own holes to, the Hall of Fame. Thank you. Lamar deserves like 3 rings in his career. I hope he at least gets 1, hopefully 2. We'll see, man. That's kind of true. I mean, hopefully we're talking in like terms of comparison, but that it is Yeah. What are you doing? I'm doing pizza. I love pineapple on pizza. I mean, talk about, okay, now we're just rambling into different shotgun topics. Pineapple on pizza to me is one of the most boring food debates of all time. I love pineapple on pizza. It might be my favorite topping, okay? But if someone tells me they hate it and it's their least favorite topping, I go, that makes sense. I get that. Oh, you mean you don't want a fruity explosion of juice on your savory like tomato and bread dish? Yeah, I get that. That makes perfect sense. I love pineapple on pizza so much. It's probably my favorite topping. But when someone else tells me they don't like it, it is the most like, yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. Of course. It's the most like, I think we waste, how much time have we wasted as a humanity arguing over pineapple on pizza when we could be arguing over stuff that matters, like olives being disgusting? Am I right, Chad, or am I right? Like olives being an objectively gross food. Like what else? Like pickled onions being obviously one of the best vegetables, if not the best vegetable of all time, you know? Oh yeah, that sounds phenomenal. Yeah, that sounds phenomenal. Happy. Olives are good. It's okay to be. My wife also likes olives. You know, she's my soulmate, but we're not perfect, you know? Even an angel has to have a few clipped wings. You know what I'm saying? A few, you know, torched feathers, perchance. Anything 10% isn't a vegetable anymore? I disagree. Fuck that. That's like saying like grapes aren't fruit because they're like sugar bombs. Come on. That don't get me into the. It's kind of a good rage bait take though. I kind of respect that. I love corn, bro. Corn is so good. It's okay for your vegetables to be tasty. Olives are delicious. To be 28 years to admit it. I try all the time, bro. I try. I will try again. I try olives like at least once a year. I've never had anchovy on pizza. I don't know if that would be my cup of tea, but I can't knock it till I try it. Pickled onion is amazing. Pickled onion is like genuinely just like one of the best vegetables, if not. It's so fucking good. Pickled jalapenos, and dude, pickling stuff is really good. I ate a lot of pickled okra growing up, not a lot, but a fair bit of pickled okra growing up. That's a country boy classic. Opposite of that's true. Liver again. I try most things. Like I don't know if there's like many things that I would never try again. I'm trying to think. I try olives like every year or so. I ate that jar of olives. If you know, the Vincer Plays once donated me a lot of money to eat an entire jar of olives on stream, because I jokingly said that I would eat an entire jar of olives for an amount of money, and then he actually donated it, and then I had to eat an entire jar of olives. This was back in like 2021. Vincer's a fucking OG, dude. But then I ate an entire jar of olives on stream, and it was, I thought, I'm a man of acknowledgement, okay? I thought, you know what? I don't like olives going into this, but I bet you that after about 3 to 4 olives, I'll start to like them. You know, most foods are an acquired taste. I bet you that I'm going to start to like olives, and I hope that I do. I hope that I like olives after this jar of olives. I ate an entire jar of green garlic stuffed olives, and it just got worse as it went. It was disgusting. Did you like them? No, I hate them more than ever. It felt like when your parent catches you with a cigarette, so they make you like eat the whole carton. That's what eating the jar of olives felt like. I thought it would make me like enjoy it, but no, it just made me fucking absolutely revolted by them even more. Projectile vomited. Okay, I kind of now you should probably never force your kid, you know, I'm not a parent, what the fuck do I know? But it is kind of karma to like force your kid to eat something and then you vomit and then the parent probably has to clean it up. That is kind of the trade-off. Like I kind of respect, like, all right, like you know, like I kind of respect it. I've never had it, I don't think, so I'll try whatever, man. Barrel. Oh, let's put on pizza. My wife loves cans of. What's up? Hi. My wife loves cans of black olives, you know. Yeah, maybe. Could eat cigarettes. Oh yeah, that would definitely be child. that's like an old. That's like an old, like, I mean, half the parenting in the 50s, maybe even 80% of the parenting in the 50s was child abuse, right? We all know that. Like, that's, yeah, making a kid eat cigarettes is pretty brutal. Not that I don't know, I'm no parent. I don't even like to weigh in on stuff like that. That one's pretty obvious. Thankfully, I don't think that one's up for debate. I don't think most people are like, nah, that actually really set me on the straight and narrow path. I don't think there's anyone arguing for that. I don't know. I'll let parents decide. True, John. No, that's like the old boom. You like see it in like what's it called? Like Full House or whatever the fuck. Pepperoncinis, dude. Pepperoncinis. Banana peppers are just amazing. Maybe that's a little too fence sitting even for me, Drew. Okay, that one's. I thought he was talking about something else. That one's. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that force feeding your kids cigarettes, making them eat, probably not good. Probably abuse. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I've got to stand up for what's right. You know, put myself out there. Really brave take today. Please don't make your kids eat cigarettes. Anyways. Yeah, you know what? I think it might be, guys. It might, you know, after I crunch the numbers. Anyways. Yeah, probably maybe not good. Probably maybe potentially not great. Let's put it there. We'll try. No, also your kids are like 2 years old. Okay, no, okay. We're joking. It's a joke. It's a joke. Anyways. Okay, anyways. Moving on. Not a huge banana pepper fan. I mean, I'm not even gonna like insult that because it's just like I feel bad. Like that's just I pity. It's just missing out, you know. I love banana peppers. Okay, to be fair, there are some like. Have you ever bitten into like a sour or like I don't know if they're expired or rotten. Sometimes banana peppers will be like sour or like expired or rotten. I've been served that sometimes and I'll eat. They're really gross. So like banana peppers are almost like strawberries or like blueberries sometimes. Where like if you eat a bad blueberry, that can like be like, ugh, I don't want to eat the rest of the pack, you know. My wife is kind of like that. Or like a bad, you know, there's a lot of variants. Strawberries have a window of about 12 hours of which you can eat them and they're perfectly ripe, and then before that they're not ripe, and after that they mold. It's actually like strawberries have one of the smallest. It might be a 6-hour window. It's actually crazy. Oh, I love banana peppers. They're 4 and 2. Yeah, I bet a Pokeball shaped jawbreaker. I mean, that's a business idea, bro. Let's go drop ship that. Go start that business, brother. Hashtag entrepreneurship. That would definitely be copyright infringement, but you can't. Yeah, it has to be like a vague, like, it would just be like a jawbreaker that's like vaguely the same colors or some shit. We could be gambling on blueberries instead of opening card packs. True. Eating certain fruits is like gambling. The link to my Discord is an infinite permanent link, but sometimes people have issues with it. It's just discord.gg/Patrouski. It's an infinite permanent link, Yelio. But like I said, so it's not, you're not doing anything wrong. For some reason, still people have an issue with it, so my apologies. I don't know what causes it. But if you just go to your browser and type discord.gg/Patrouski, that should work. The link in the description of my YouTube videos should work. If you're trying to join on mobile, I recommend hopping over to your PC and try to join there. What's up, Thug Giraffe? How you doing? I love jalapeno. Oh, yeah, dude. Okay, I love that certain like jams are becoming popular, like bacon jam or like jalapeno. Yup, someone said yup. jalapeno bacon jam. That is, people love to make fun of the millennial burger. You know the stereotypical meme, the millennial burger spot that calls it like, yeah, welcome guys, we do things a little bit differently here. They've got like a rustic vibe. Their menu is gonna be like a wood board with like shit wood burned. The menu is like wood burned onto a fucking firewood log. Their menus is like shareables, handhelds, and you know, very vague, different names for things. You know, the burger is called like the slap my ass burger, yo mama sexy fries, French loaded fries. Like, we've all seen these stereotypical restaurants, okay? However, can we give them a little credit for, like, I do think millennial burger places and millennial like lunch spots did really modernize. They gave us smash burgers at a more popular, which I love and I hate. And they also probably popularized bacon jam. You know, they popularized different unique toppings. And I hate a boring burger. I like the bacon jam, the jalapeno jam, the fucking caramelized onions being more popular on burgers. There's a lot of good stuff, man. Should I do the event? I think events with shiny prizes are almost always worth for everybody to do, but it's up to you, of course. I think for main accounts, I typically, to be honest, tell main account players to kind of avoid non-shiny prize catch events. I don't know if they're super worth it, to be totally, you know, just honest with you. You go here. This is a weird fight here, but it's okay. But if today's a shiny prize, shiny Whismur, I think those are almost always worth. Unless you like hate catch events, then, you know, don't do it. But they're a lot of fun in my opinion. I just have a balloon. God damn, that's fine. I think I might have a. What's a little annoying is I can't even. Like, I have to earthquake here, and then I can't even discharge. I need to like weather ball. Like ride shoot. This is awkward. I think sometimes Discord moves channels like that if it's like recommending it to you, Denki. I think that's what happens. Discord's really complex these days. Yeah. A burger with no fries. A burger with no fries costs like $22. Sosa Park. That is. Oh, that does. Can we? Okay. Can we? I'm gonna complain, chat. Shocker. That might actually be the most fucked up thing to come out of the recent shrinkflation era. Burgers used to be the cheap option at a restaurant, and I love that. I love a cheap option. I love a burger. It's a win-win. Why is the cheapest burger like $16 now? It's fucking awful. It's so. Every restaurant should have a $12 burger meal. Okay, the difference between a $12 burger and a $16 burger is like 25% or 33%, right? Like, that's fucking crazy, right? It's a massive difference. Okay, if I get a $12 burger and fries, has to have a side is what burger and fries. If I get a $12 burger and fries and it's fine, right? I'm happy with that. If I get a $16 burger and fries and it's fine, what the fuck is the point? What are we doing here? Why are we even going out to eat? What's the purpose of this on the menu? There's zero purpose. Why is also, wait, that's my other. We are getting scammed on pasta. Pasta being the price that it is at most restaurants. I'm sure if there are some Italian restaurants, freshly made pasta every morning. I'm not talking about you, okay? But why is every cheap pasta dish $20 at a restaurant? Why? Pasta costs, your average pasta dish costs like 50 cents. And that might be including the meat, okay? Like, the upcharge on pasta is insane. We've got to fight against this, brothers. We have to hold the others in arms and stop buying expensive pasta dishes. Yo, Chrono Helton, the $20 super chat. Thank you for the above and beyond support. That goes a long fucking way, brother. That's one pasta dish, or like 20 plus pasta dishes at home. If I get, we recently bought some clearance pasta. It was like Valentine's heart-shaped pasta. It was like 67 cents a bag. That's a lot of, that's like 40 pasta meals, but probably more. It's probably like 80 pasta meals with no, maybe if you include the sauce. Let's go 60 pasta, 50 pot. You just donated me 50 meals of pasta, Chrono. Thank you so much, man. I catch your streams every now and again, and always that's, dude, that is like, thank you so much for the kind words. That is the ultimate goal, is to help people feel interested, drive up interest in. I love this game. I think a lot of PokeMMO players end up with this weird feeling of them wanting to play PokeMMO. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to play PokeMMO. They can't always figure out how to be excited about it, or what. That's why I say goals. Goals matter so much. You know, you've got to have a list of goals, right? And I hope that my content gives people some inspiration, some direction, some goals to go do. That is the point, man. I feel caught up. That's how I felt. Like, for me, content creation was a new angle which I can take PokeMMO, and that was, you know, that's, yeah, like, okay, I'm glad. I got you, Danky. Describe your problem with pastas, but as a Brit, imagine if you went to a restaurant and beans on toast was like $15 for like the cheapest beans on toast. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be fucking crazy, right? Like, you'd be like, "Oi, governor, the Queen's hiking up to Texas." No, I mean, something like that. It would be insane. It would be fucking crazy, dude. Oh, did we pay? We didn't pay out the gambit, did we? Here we go. Yeah, he's like that. There you go. I did do 24 plus gyms today. Barrel to barrel. Barrel to barrel. Alpha PvP challenge, love for sharing. Dude, thanks for sharing that challenge and doing like those unique achievements. Stark is like what makes PokeMMO. That shit's awesome, dude. I'm lucky to be able to like call out some of the cool things that people are doing. Bread before a main course. Oh, that's free. Of course, it's just bread. The bread. Yeah, fuck the bread. That is the main course. $40, please. True. Like, and I'm not saying like, I'm not saying they should be selling the pasta at cost. Okay, that's fucking insane. Like, I'm not saying like you've got to pay for overhead. You've got to, you know, like even like alcohol is the most infamous like markup at restaurants. Alcohol is priced up like 10 times because people are willing to pay it. And I think that's a, if you're gonna fucking hike up the price on anything, as someone who does casually drink, like hike up because alcohol is like not a necessity. We don't need to drink alcohol. It's a like a, you know what I'm saying? It's like a luxury, right? So if someone wants to pay like $12 for a cocktail, I don't feel bad because like they're choosing to do that, right? But I just can't believe we don't have more budget options at restaurants. One of the craziest things to me, and this company is literally dying, and I don't get it. Who knows Noodles and Company? Noodles and Co, right? Why is Noodles and Co not cheap? It doesn't make any sense to me. Your entire business model is pasta. And you sell some cool, like you sell like beef and broccoli, you sell some like cool ones, like okay, that's like an upcharge, whatever. It makes out of, in the era of like $5 meal deals and blah blah blah, how does Noodles and Co not have like a spaghetti and meatball that just comes with like one meatball that's like, or like 3 little meatballs? How do they not have like a $5? How do they not have $5 versions of their thing? That is true, Goggle. 100%. That is true. That is fair. I'm just saying, I can't believe we let restaurants get away with pasta prices. It makes no fucking sense. If it's fresh in-house made pasta, you're paying for labor. I get it, but like it makes no sense that the cheapest. I have designed a Noodles and Co. I think if someone made, here's my $1 billion business idea. If someone made a pasta fast food place that was cheap as fuck, which would still make crazy profits, like it would be so good, you know? A cheap option cuts on profits. They're literally dying as a business because no one is buying their product. It's having the expensive options is cutting on their profits. It's somewhere in the, it's not, you know, it's somewhere in the middle. It's crazy to me that there is not a pasta fast food restaurant that just serves like a bunch of different $5 bowls. You could do that so easily, I feel like. But you'd have to have, the problem is you'd have to have high quantity of sales. But I feel like it's so doable. Is that true, Sosa? Like, that's like mom's, or is that a meme? Mom's spaghetti restaurant. On my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. Never heard of this. Why am I so itchy today? Is there only one in Detroit, Michigan? Yeah, I don't get how there's not like... Yeah. I don't understand how there's not like a bunch of like super cheap pasta restaurants. That's my take. Hey, it's an honor to have you, Albert. I appreciate it, man. Much love to you, dude. Like, what brownie? Yeah, flipping pasta for profit. I'm just saying. I feel like if you sold pot, like you could make more profit. But I don't know. I don't. Obviously, I don't. Here's my business idea: sell stuff cheap and make massive profit. Like that's what fucking McDonald's did for like a long time. Like you have to sell them really high quantities. Now, not as much anymore, but like. I don't even that. Large scale closing the bad, running not for profit places it on a large scale, closing the bad, running not for profit places and not just focusing on whether it's work faster. But for moves away from the rural. Okay, on a large scale, closing the bad, running not profit. Yeah, of course. We're not really talking about, but yeah, of course we're not really talking about that. Like I wasn't, but that's fair. Yeah. Or knows even faster. Yes. Why is there not a Chipotle for noodles? That might get kind of fucked up. But like something like. Not even just like a fucking fast food, like a McDonald's for pasta. Why is there not a, or McDonald's for noodles? You know how cheap it would be to sell like super, there's no like cheap ramen place. That's another one. There's no cheap ramen. Every ramen place is like very fucking expensive because they make really high quality, really tasty ramen, and ramen's very difficult to do well. But why is it, there's like one cheap ramen spot somewhere where you can like pick the noodles and do that's cool. It's like a Sweet Frog but for ramen. That's just not even like that. I don't know. I'm just saying. No, that's cool, Sosa. I'm shocked there's not a pasta fast food place that focuses on a good deal. Like Noodles & Co. is just fucking failing, you know? For sure, Bomba. Especially any fast food meals are just the worst deals right now. For 1000% for sure. I think that's a great. I think the American mindset just associates pasta with finer dining. I think you're right. I think it's like the real argument is probably somewhere that like you either go out to eat pasta for fine dining or you make pasta at home. But I feel like you could do. I feel like there is a middle ground. I feel like millennials and Zoomers would like buy $5 pasta bowls from a drive-through like fucking hotcakes. You know. That's cool, Grinchler. Oh, the catch event's in 3 minutes. Thank you for the wait. Fuck. Too much pasta discussion. We gotta fuck. Thank you for the thank you for the heads up. Guys, the catch event is in 3 minutes, guys. Run. I was distracted by the pot. We were opening a pasta business together as a chat. True. We got lost. We literally got lost in the sauce. Fuck. Genuinely lost in the sauce. Holy dude. Okay, yeah, someone, so thank fuck that guy reminded me. Who was it? I'm gonna give him credit. Who was it? I'm gonna waste more time while finding this chat. Someone said it. Thank you so much. I think it was red. Was it Red Bloods? Oh, I saw it. To be fair, I saw Wolf and Sheepskin and Red Bloods both said something. Olive Garden has a if you buy an entree, you can get like a $5 take-home entree. That's like their deal. But even like you should just be able to buy like a $5, like that should just exist. It's really cheap. I only know this because I only know this because when I looked up how much pasta you would have to eat to beat the Olive Garden unlimited pasta thing, which you know I've done many times. The math was, someone who worked at Olive Garden was like, yeah, it's like 13 cents a plate. Like it costs them so, not that food should cost, you have to pay for the rent and the atmosphere and the employees. I'm not saying sell shit at costs. That's insane. That's stupid, right? That's like low level, you know. But where's Rusturf Tunnel at? I'm actually so late, chat. Oh my god, where's Rusturf Tunnel, chat? Be honest. Yeah, why is there not a there should be a pasta fast food place that has $5 bowl option. Like I'm just like, that's, it'd be so reasonable. East of Rustboro, thank you. Is it just Whismur? Whismur, yep, okay. This is just like false white Pokeball, right, chat? Taste of your freedom. I want to taste of your... What am I doing? I'm cooked. Freedom. Okay. East of Rustboro. Okay. Trusting you. I'm trusting. Bonbon's never led me astray, to be fair. Genuinely trust you. Genuinely trust you. Gotta get there fast. Thank you, gamer. Thank you, gamer. Oh, I popped a rep. Fuck. There was an... Oh, is it? It's kind of shit, Plum Dog. Is it actually? The catch event has started, fellas. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, like how, dude, that is like so sad, Tabard. I am trolling. Genuinely trolling. Okay. You could probably nest ball this, right? Alright, fellas, the catch event is beginning. I should have brought a synchronized Pokemon because I'm pretty sure you can nest ball this event. I'm gonna go calculate. I have plenty of nest balls. I don't want to use too many quick balls, but nest balls I have a fair bit of already. There's no point in keeping the stock heading into Shiny War. This should actually be a synchronizable nest ballable event. I'm gonna release that. Go grab a synchronized Pokemon and wish me luck, guys, on the Iron Man Whismur catch event. Good luck to everybody participating. It should be a really competitive event. There's a fair bit of people here. There's a shiny prize, and you can catch these extremely quickly and rapidly. Okay. I like the Whismur is also, it's a good breeder. Isn't it like Monster Field? I like shiny like Loudred and Exploud. Looks fantastic. Started at 195 nests on a catch. Only within the past like year and a half or so, Jack. It's kind of newer. But it's been around for a sec. But it's not that, you know. Rash is... Baby Repel. Go. Go. Okay. No, yeah, it's definitely not, Jack. Definitely not. The fun fact that button has actually existed in PokeMMO Jack since like 2012, like, or at least 2013. That button to release a Pokemon has existed forever when you catch it, but it only actually got coded in to work over the past year and a half or so, which is very funny. But if you tried to do it before then, you could still click through all the buttons. It just wouldn't release the Pokemon. Fun little fact. Bye. Achievement Showcase. Yo, what's up, gamer? Dude, hell yeah. Good IVs, man. Really good IV placements. How many encounters? 91k. Whew. That's so valid, Durant. That's a great reason to not want to come on a main account, is if you already have a shiny Whismur, Loudred, or Exploud. Bye. Release. You have to release fast enough. Good luck to everybody. This will be a really competitive event, I feel like. There'll be a lot of catches, man. I started at 195 nest balls, so that number is going to help us keep track of how many we actually catch as well in the event. Since I'm releasing along the way, it'll be nice to see. Is today, wait, when's your birthday start? Wait, happy birthday, whether it's today or soon. 109. See you later. Bye. Not good enough. First World Cup game is starting now. That's fucking wholesome. Yeah, I would love updates. Anybody watching in chat, I would love to hear updates if that's not too annoying. Or when someone scores. Spoiler alert for World Cup games. If someone's fucking TiVoing those to watch later. Dude, yeah, it's brutal, Xerix. I didn't realize how brutal box space would be. What's up, Fem? Rat Mousty. What's up, Fem? Did you sort your boxes this time? We don't talk about it. We ignore. If I just release every catch except for the submittable, it's fine actually. So, take it, Chad. Doing quick balls, to be honest. Nest ball, not to be annoying, do whatever you want, Wolf. But nest balls are a little bit cheaper. Nest balls should be the same effect, but a little bit cheaper than quick ball. They're 1,000 Pokeyen a piece, whereas quick are 1,200. So you'll save about 200 Pokeyen per nest ball or per ball thrown. But I'm not gonna. At the end of the day, like, it's not that, you know. I don't want to nitpick. Do whatever you want to do. Years ago, due to my recent food guesser training arc, it took food for me to be motivated to learn where countries are. The most American sentence of all time. But it's whatever works. It works, man. Because of food guesser, I actually care about learning where countries are located on a map. Typical American. Hey, whatever motivates an American to learn geography works in my book. And for me, it was food. Your ears look so good. I feel like I didn't like it. Oh, flake. They look awesome. I love all. Aw. Wholesome. I think it's they're pretty easy. Thankfully, today's are pretty easy to place on a map, crew. It's Mexico, which I can easily do. South Africa, which they're all pretty easy. Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and then who's South Korea playing? Czech Republic. Czech Republic would be the hardest one, but I think I can. I know it's like Eastern European, like over by. I don't know if I could get that first try. I could get Czech Republic in 5 tries. It's over by like, ooh, we love a little 2x31 breeder catch, dude. Whismur is one of the best breeders, honestly. Being in the monster end field egg group, this is just a Pokemon that you would want to catch a ton, even outside of a catch event for breeders. This is genuinely one of the best Pokemon you can catch as an Iron Man or even just as a main account in PokeMMO for breeders. Very, very, very good. Easy catches, fast catches. This is a really good event for breeding progress. We'll let it slide. Thank you. Dude, yes, good, dude. Have Clarko keep me updated if you're around. If not, if you're too busy, I get it. Where do people watch? Where do you watch World Cup games? I heard it was on like Sling TV or some shit. Where to watch World Cup? We have cable. You can watch all 104 matches in English across Fox and FS1. Okay. Tubi. Ooh, Tubi offers some free matches. 51 is not low enough. I can watch them in Spanish on Peacock. Okay. Tubi or not Tubi? Tubi. I love. Oh. I'm so dumb. I didn't even get the joke. That's a pretty good bit. If something has a lower spawn, is it better to egg hunt the shiny? It depends. It depends, Chrono. Do you have a specific Pokemon you had in mind? Like generally, yes, but like Bagon's a great example. Bagon you should single encounter hunt. It says like Bagon and Shelgon are actually like a 20% chance at the right spot or whatever. Would you find Curacao on a map? Is that a real Curacao? Is that a real country or is that the liquor like blue Curacao? Okay, you gave me one of the most insane. Curacao is An island country within the kingdoms of the Netherlands. It's just in the Nether. I would not find that. No, is the easy answer. There you go. No, I would not find that. Correct. You got me. Now, do I love curacao as a liquor, or is it a liqueur or liquor? It's fucking delicious. Yeah, rare Brit defending this is what the World Cup brings us together. A Brit is defending an American on geography. We're already coming together as a nation. Holy dude, I've never seen that before. There's a first for everything. Oh my goodness. Beautiful, beautiful. Dude, could you imagine the fucking pressure of being in the World Cup? This is like such a boring sentence, but I mean, it's bad on. I can't. I suck at soccer as well, so I really can't imagine. Why would you put me in the World Cup? Best shouting out for is a no phase roll. I'm so happy with it. I feel like I should have at least one rare on my cook, dude. No, I mean, I think no, I don't think so at all. No rare in 2,000 hours. I mean, that just used to be. Dude, it takes like 800 hours to get a rare. I think a rare by 2,000 hours is what I would call really, like, I would call it good. I would not call not having a rare not good, you know? I think no rare by 6,000 hours potentially could be like, okay, it's time to go for a rare. But even then, it just depends on your priorities. Maybe you don't want to, maybe you don't care about rares. Like, this is such a boring answer, but the beautiful part of shunting in PokeMMO is just like whatever you want to go for, man. If you've tried to get rares and you're at 6,000 hours, no rares, that would suck. That would hurt a little bit. I'm like, okay, time to buckle in and get that rare, you know, to be honest. That's, yeah. More pressure than NFL super. Okay, you're fucking so cringe. But, I mean, is the World Cup more pressure than the NFL? Yeah, probably, because it's the whole world is watching you. That just makes sense logically. But it doesn't diminish or minimize how amazing the world NFL is. So suck my knob. There you go. Other horde. I think Zora was a rare because Zora was like actually like Ralt and Zora are very, very different. Ralt is like a 20% spawn, right? Zora was like way rarer, and you have to use a specific method to hunt it. The NFL is the whole world, though. Don't get me on this. They wouldn't lie, would they? The NFL is. Never mind. You're just rage baiting me. We're supposed to be uniting, not rage baiting. I love you so much. Where are you going? Oh yeah, what are you getting? I want to go Costco later. Pick me up some cute food at Walmart. You're awesome. Love you so much. Have a good luck. We're supposed to be fucking brought. Chat, don't let the World Cup tear you apart, okay? Let it bring you together. This is a time of fucking bonding and melting potting and okay, come on. Each year. It's a lot. It's fucking, yeah, it's awesome. Unfortunately, Kendrins, the only way that Britopians can feel big and strong is if they bring down others. They're not very good about complimenting others and then still feeling big and strong enough. They have to try to, you know, it's kind of like the bully mentality. Like you have to, instead of just like praising yourself and then also praising others, it has to be making other people feel small so that you feel big. So yeah, unfortunately, that's just kind of the, you know, sometimes you see that a fair bit. Okay, that is the wah is the funniest response, to be fair. But you know, I think it's just beautiful. Womp womp. Personally, I'm excited to see the world come together and fucking cheer on their teams and do some cool bits. Are you saying the NFL views and now you're gonna tell me that the World Cup is bigger? Because yeah, of course it is. This is like you're doing the meme. Yeah, so that, yeah, Jack, you're doing the meme. You're strong. No American is saying that the NFL is bigger than the World Cup. No one says that, or if they do, they're not worth considering. This is not, you know, no, you're fighting. This is what, don't do this. Bond together. You just said probably. Stop. Don't let the World Cup tear us apart. No more rage baiting. Bond, brothers, bond. It's us, brothers. It's an us thing, not you versus me. It's an us thing. It's an us thing. What with numbers? He's just saying that the Super Bowl is very watched and it's very popular too. It does not diminish, you know, the World Cup being more popular because everyone's country is involved. Of course, it's more popular. That would be insane. The NFL has very little international reach. Yeah, of course. That's okay. It's a very strange thing to try to compare them, you know? Go Birds, yeah. Don't let the World Cup should bring us together, you know? Yeah, and that's totally fucking fair, Faces. I get that. I love American football, but I'm not out, you know? Not everything needs to be a dick measuring competition, you know? And that's, to be fair, that's an American saying that. We love the dick measure. And I'm excited for the World Cup. It's cool, man. I love football. You know, American football is my favorite sport, but I'm excited to watch the World Cup and scream goal. Yeah, goal. Was there an actual goal? You know, it's cool, man. It's cool. Goal. Was it actually goal? Goal! Is that the first World Cup goal? Or are we just saying that? Did it actually happen? 1-0 Mexico. Okay. World Cup has kicked off. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go. Oh, they have that. True. No one's arguing. Okay, that, to be fair, those numbers are just cool to know. You're just saying that didn't ask Holy. It's a very like, no one is saying. It's like being like, man, what if I was like, man, I really like American food. American food's really good. Well, actually, Indian food is consumed 10 times more. Yeah, because the population of India is fucking huge. What do you? Yeah, of course. What? No one's. I'm just saying I like American food. You don't need to be like, oh, I really like American football. Well, actually, did you know that soccer gets way more viewers? Actually, soccer is running. What are you doing? Why do you want to fight so bad? Why are you so angry? Anyways, 2x31 breeder. All right, another 2x31 breeder. 31 HP, 31 speed on amazing age groups. Male, hell yeah, pog, perfect. What are you doing? Don't do this. There's no reason to like. Like, what are we doing? Why are we fighting over this? There's no point. There's no reason. Me like American football, pog. You like European football, pog. We celebrate and watch European football, worldwide football during World Cup, poggies. Oh, poggies. Release the Whismur. Do it. It's on though. Pog. True. Hell yeah. I'm actually rooting for. Yeah, true. Based. Don't let the World Cup tear us apart. Let it bring us together. You know, like that's. What are we doing? You know, that's the point, man. Everyone drop their size and. Okay, hold up. Another breeder? Hell yeah. Me when I see your mom. Jack, you have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old child. Why are you rage baiting in Twitch chat at like 8? I guess it's 8 p.m. Okay, to be fair, you're trolling in Twitch chat. The World Cup is on, brother. Go watch. Go enjoy your time. I love you so much, Jack. It is not fair. It is the ultimate counter argument to be like, bro, you have kids. Why are you doing anything? Go take care of them. It's not a fair argument, but it is funny. 8 p.m. Yeah, that's what I thought about. Yeah, 5 hours ahead. Okay. What's usual first place is like 174, 175. Okay, talk about the best. Do you know that I'm a big Ravens fan? I don't follow. I wish I could follow sports more. I mean, my cup is little. I love Baltimore Ravens till the day I fucking die. Easily the sports team that I care the most about. When Billy Cundiff missed that field goal like 10 years ago, and we in the AFC Championship, I fucking cried. I was like 14 years old, dude. Oh my god, that shit broke me. Big Ravens fan. The fact that it's funny, like there's a lot of Lions fans in my community as well. So it's kind of, I love the Lions. The Lions are an underdog team, underdog org forever. I remember the 0-16 season. Like I'm happy the Lions are getting an era to fucking exist and try. I love Dan Campbell. Oh, he has some amazing speeches. Love the Lions head coach. I'm rooting for if the Ravens are down and out, Lions are my backup probably, even though, you know, not like I'm really a Ravens fan, you know. It's pretty far and, you know, pretty far, but a lot of respect for the Lions. I would say 174 to 175 is generally first place. Fourth place is like 18 to 20. Third place, this event is also going to be pretty competitive. It wouldn't surprise me if first place is like a 176, maybe even a 178. This will be a pretty competitive event, but there is no species bonus. I'm going to guess first place for this event will be like a 176 to 178. I'm going to guess second place is like a 174. And then third place is probably like a 172 to 173. I think this will be a very high scoring event because it's a very like spammable, catchable Pokemon. Dude, hell yeah. Yeah, it's super. Yeah. Yup. Okay, breeder, easy peasy. Go Lions. We have a lot of Lions fans in my community. You don't find a whole lot of anti-Lions people, to be fair. They're in bed, so your argument is invalid. Yeah, that's fair. That's fucking, I mean, genuinely fair. Like, put the kids to bed early so you can go troll on Twitch chat. That's kind of peak dad activities that someone said. Yeah, peak dad activities. That is kind of based. Whismur market. I mean, that happens with most events. It's not like it's it wouldn't surprise me if, yes, the monster egg group, you can get a lot of cheap monster egg group breeders for the next 24 hours. It doesn't last very long, probably less than 24 hours, you know. People take advantage of it, but absolutely. Dude, good luck. Hell yeah, Red Bloods. Catch events are a lot of fun, man. Good luck. Now you have to be on, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. The average catch event, you're not gonna have a chance of winning. That's the honest truth, you know. Like, the average catch event, you're gonna catch Pokemon between like 40 at the lowest and like 140 at the highest, right? Maybe 135, you know. Your average catch event, you're not gonna have any chance of winning. It's gonna be like, you know, but you're catching breeders and hopefully making some money or making some money back. And you have that. It's about like farming the game while having a chance at an overarching prize and a shiny, you know. Yeah, don't expect. I try to tell new players, like, catch events are fucking hard, and that, like, think about it like this: if there's 300 people at every catch event, and assuming we're all using similar strategies and similar, you know, we're assuming a lot here, but like, if catch events are about the vibes, yeah, based. You can't go into catch events entitled and like expecting to win, because you're gonna have a bad. That's most of Pokemon. To be fair, you're gonna have a bad time. If there's 300 people at each catch event, that means you have about a 1 in 300 chance to win, right? That means you have to do 300 catch events on average to win one. That's fucking hard. That's brutal, you know? But that's the reality. It's one of those things, you know? You can do things to maximize your odds, like using next balls or quick balls, which cost extra Pokeyen. What's another, you know, kind of just gotta wait for you, kind of just gotta have fun and wait for your moment, wait for your chance, you know. And when you win a catch event, dude, catch events to me are more exciting than like getting most shinies. There's like some shinies are more exciting, but like I think winning a catch event is more exciting than a single encounter shiny, depending on the shiny. I would definitely call it more exciting than like a common single encounter shiny, and definitely more exciting than like a ×5 horde or some shit, you know. I think winning catch events is like, or even placing is like very, very exciting. It's a lot of fun, dude. That's a funny say. Knock it on the door and they give it away. I don't mind the fucking live updates. That's fun. Like that's a cute way to use the World Cup to bring us together. I'll root for Mexico in this match. Mexico, no disrespect towards South Africa. I'm just arbitrarily picking, and just picking a team. I don't have a stake in this fight. I'll go Mexico versus South Africa, and then later it's South Korea versus Czech Republic. I'll go South Korea. I don't know who has the better football. Is it club? Who has a better football club? Who's more ripe on the pitch? As you might, there's no way that's what they say, but you know, close enough. At the moment, Pat, I'm rooting for, yeah, lame. I should have for the underdog, but I did pick Mexico, I think, before the match started, because obviously that matters. Bye, Whismur. Cranky music and vibing kind of sounds chill. Should we do some Jimmy Run music today? We have done Jimmy Run a fair bit recently, but he just makes me fucking happy. Let's go back to the Sun song. Or like Find a Way. Once again, I got two times 31, and which is crazy. It's not called club. Is it? So it's apologies. It's not clubs for this, for World Cup specifically. Debussy. It's gotcha. It's just, so we would just say teams. Does club specifically entail like the franchises during like a normal soccer season? European, should I say football? I don't know, whatever, man. I'm gonna say soccer, sorry. That's how I know it. Apologies. PokeMMO version of LeBron James. It's so catchy, man. It's like criminally catchy. Hey, the sun. Brown. Clubs is team within a country. Gotcha. Thank you. True. Okay. Don't rage bait them, doctor. If you rage bait them, if the problem is if we rage bait the Brits, then they rage bait us, and then we're continuing the cycle. As Naruto tried to tell us, guys, we're continuing the cycle of hatred, okay? Of pain, okay? We've got to stop it, okay? We got to stop a little bit. Let's shut the bar. Ooh, that's not bad. I don't think it's only a 34. It's not, you know, there's no minuses. I'm gonna keep it. Like, that is probably gonna be my lowest catch of the event. The odds of that winning 4th place, like, it's like almost 0%. I'm not gonna lie. This event is gonna have so many catches, but it might be what I submit if I don't get anything above like a 155. Okay, doctor, come on. Okay, you can't. You took it too far, brother. Come on. Come on. Too far. But I gotta play the line with comedy. I get it. I don't knock you. Speaking of Naruto, why we just... Spain will win this time. Actually... Watch out, guys. The United States is going to take this one. There's no shot. No, there is a shot. We are going to win this one. I believe. Bro, only through the pain arc. Okay, literally all of Naruto. Starting from the pain arc till the end of the show of Shippuden is all about ending the cycle of pain. Not just the pain arc. But that is true. Bro started watching the show at the pain arc. Tech W is a good bit, to be fair. USA wins. Ha ha. I'll be laughing my way to the bank when they win. 25. Give it the heads up. It makes sense. There's no shot that 34 was ever gonna, you know. Gotta try our best. 27 there. 77. See you later. I'll shit my pants on stream. Clip that, screenshot that. If USA wins, I'll shit my pants on stream. Tom and Clarko both said it. Screenshot it. You don't know about our passion. You don't know about our, you don't understand. When we see a soccer ball, we just see red. You don't get it. You just don't understand our what's it called? You don't understand our adrenaline. No, you're fine, doctor. Okay, no, you didn't apologize. Shut the fuck up. You're dumb, but you're fine. But shut up. The greatest story ever told. As someone who's not a fan of One Piece, I respect that argument. Once again, I don't want people to think I hate One Piece. I actually like deeply respect and have a love for One Piece. I wish I liked watching One Piece. What I really hate are One Piece fans who are insufferable about what. That's what I hate. I respect One Piece. It's done amazing things for anime. Okay. It's One Piece fans who are incapable of letting other people not enjoy it. There must be some reason why they don't. It must be you're not high enough IQ to understand One Piece. It must be you didn't watch enough. It must be blah blah blah. Like I hate anyone who explains away someone else's opinion. But also olives are bad. True. Giga chat. Okay, buddy. True. Dude, you know how fucked up it is? Dude, Spidget, were you there for my Dawn fan? What, dude, my Dawn fan shiny clip, I'm scared to upload my shiny Dawn fan clip. Genuinely scared. Because dude, it's going to fucking catch people off guard. They're going to get rage baited so much. In my Dawn fan clip, I'm like talking about all the positives of Studio Ghibli. As I do, I say positives and negatives, and I said the negatives first and then I was saying the positives. So I'm like, oh yeah, like the beautiful part of Studio Ghibli is like the audio layering and like very simple and basic clips, and how they'll really pay super close attention to detail and blah blah blah. And then I say, and that's why I think Studio Ghibli is a little overrated. And then I get the shiny Dawn fan. And I'm like, no! I'm like, oh my god. Not calling Studio Ghibli overrated in my shiny Dawn. I'm gonna get fucking killed. I'm gonna get assassinated. I'm literally, yeah, you can't upload that. I am literally going to get fucking, dude, I'm gonna get fucking obliterated. I can't share that opinion on Twitch. I can share that opinion because it poofs into the aether. Okay. I mean, obviously I'm going to Bon, but I might lose, you know, a family member. Like, I'm going to get destroyed. Flipped and disseminated. Once again, I love Studio Ghibli. They're obviously the best animated movies, blah 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 blah, or anime movies, blah blah blah. I am shocked at how many people enjoy them, because I find, like, anyways, I've already done that. Assassinate them? Yeah, probably after I drop that take Bon, probably, man. So do you think anime fans are mentally well, as someone who's watched hundreds of animes? If anyone is going to assassinate someone for having an opinion online, it's anime fans. Let's be real, you know? As someone who's watched like 4,000 episodes of anime, okay? I know my people. Okay, they can't be trusted. Legally, in Minecraft, in all of that was talking about my Minecraft multiplayer server, my Minecraft survival world, Twitch, Minecraft. Yeah, pretty much true. Yeah. There's no use trying to save your career. I'm cooked, bro. I'm done. Me saying I think Studio Ghibli is a little overrated. It's actually over, boys. Well, it was nice while it lasted, you know. Nice while it lasted. I didn't know they were doing that. That's really cool, Doghouse. That's awesome. I haven't watched the new. I watched like the original Bleach. I haven't watched the new stuff. I've heard people really like it though. I haven't watched much anime over the past 5 years or so, sadly, for whatever reason. I just haven't had the anime urge, you know. Maybe for the updates in chat, Zane. That is pretty interesting, Supa. I don't know much about it, but hell yeah. People are calling One Piece the best story, haven't consumed any other media except animes and manga. Having your profile picture being the main character of, his name is Baki, and it's very funny, but kind of based, like it's almost like once again, back to my like takes being an asshole to know an asshole type beat. That's kind of based. I think if someone called One Piece the best story of all time, I could understand that. Like, I don't agree. I think the characters are one note and not emotional enough to have not impassioned as I would like, but you spend so much time. I get it. I like long stories and long connections with characters you do like is beautiful, you know. Look at the 179. It's in global chat. I'll try to find it. I've caught a 180 here before. I've seen it. Don't worry, guys. I've caught a 180 in this situation before. This is a gorgeous catch. Obviously, I'm gonna go ahead and catch a 180 really quick, guys. I've done that in the past. Let's go ahead and do it, boys. But this is a 179. It makes sense in an event like this with this many catches. Look at those IVs. Like, that is just insane. The lowest IV is 27. The lowest IV is 27. That is disgusting. That's a beautiful Pokemon, dude. Congrats to them. Pung. Also a sick OT. He will probably win the event. But don't stop. Don't give up. Good luck to you, Pung. It's a crazy catch, man. It only takes a 176 plus 3 nature to tie, and then a 177 plus 3 nature to beat it. Easy peasy, boys. I've seen it been done before. Easy peasy, boys. Disrespectful, though. I think it's kind of based. Pung means ball sack in Swedish. No, it doesn't. You're lying. Pung in Swedish. That's even better. Yes, it does. Well, educational stream. That is true, Kendrance. That is true. That is true. That is true. Oh, it's Fabric Jorkin, right? I forgot about that. Fabric Jorks. Fabric Jorks, my lord. What's his name? I forgot that's you. What's the best OT you've seen in this game? What? Sorry. What do you mean? I feel like I'm misunderstanding that, so apologies. But what? Yeah. Oh, like the best, like the best IGN. I don't know if I can remember like the best. I once met someone who had the shiny Shuckle IGN. That was cool. I mean, it's personal. I like that, right? My IGN's the best. It is cool that you have England as an IGN. It'd be better if you had Britopia, but you know. I guess you could take you kind of chose to go with the slang name of the country, you know, England versus, you know, the true name Britopia. You know, it's hard to get. I know it's hard to get the actual name, so. Dude, good luck to you, Shen F. Oh. 111. See you later. Bye. That's pretty cool, John. Yeah. That's judging it might be as easily someone's every trade. That's pretty cool. That's a good bit. Whoever has the IGN red, like that goes fucking insane. Because not only, or like Ash. Like I don't know if I've never seen those though. I don't know if those exist. Or if they're like locked out or some shit for some reason. I have no idea. But like 3-letter names that also mean something very like meaningful. Sorry, Packer could 181. Hey, I hope you do, Wolf. I hope you do, man. Good luck to you. Very unk answer. Come on. How is that? Very unk answer? Come on. Come on. I wonder if it's worth it to just go try to grab a synchronize Carefulmon, hilariously. Worst case scenario, I'm just getting good breeders. Like, you know, very, very happy to get good breeders here. Once again, Whismur, one of the best mons you could catch for breeders, being monster, egg group, and field. Two of the most common and desired. Like, you need monster, egg group for Garchomp, and a ton of good stuff. The Clarko emote's crazy. Oh, the fuck. I like that he's it's not even just a beer, but he's like happy and he's like excited and partying and like jumping around. He's happy with his friends. Should I even have synchronize? Tom just asked me, Pat, does your Kadabra even have synchronize? No, it doesn't. I've been using an inner focus Kadabra for the entire event. It's been 38 minutes. Well, it is what it is. I will have to fix that very soon. Good eye, like good eye, because yeah, like yeah. That's my 12,000 hours, by the way. Woo! I am deeply confident the more like anything post 10,000 hours, you just get worse at the game. Anything post 10,000 hours, you just start misclicking, forgetting things. It's like when the Alzheimer's starts to set in, that you start to like, you know, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, fuck. It's the thought that counts is really sweet. And IQ, yeah, your IQ gets too high. Something like that. Something like that. I'll take a breeder. Is it even worth to go change it? I should keep some ability pills on me, honestly. For emergencies like this. God, I'm so broke. Yeah, it's a thought that counts, right, guys? Yeah, I could be doing swarm at least. Excuse me. I don't even have a swarm mod on me. That's cooked, bro. F5. Oops. Oh no. What's up, Fufu? That always sucks, man. Just come catch a 180 really quick and win the event. Have you tried gargling before? Gargling these balls in your mouth. Not now. That was a good attempt. Now, there are tons of absolutely spineless cowards. I'm only gonna give you like a 1-minute timeout for that because that was actually a good original attempt. There are so many spineless cowards who will drop the worst these nuts jokes known to man and then go to sleep at night feeling no shame. Just absolutely pitiful, you know? That was a good one. That was at least original, creative. I thought it like it kind of reminded me of like Bulgogi, like it could be like a real, you know. That was a good one. I respect that. How'd you spot that so quick? My brain has been fucking trained to keep an eye out for D's nuts jokes. It's actually crazy. Yeah, Dev Hour was one of the yeah. One time someone got me on Dev Hour. They were like, "Oh, what about like how do you feel about the upcoming Dev Hour or whatever?" And I was like, "Dev Hour? I haven't heard about. I would love some developer communication." They're like, you know, devour this dick. That was it. Yeah, it was Jack. Yeah, someone. I don't remember who gets me, to be honest. Well, failed D's nuts jokes are supposed to be a 10-minute timeout. But if you have some creativity, I give you some leeway. Or if it's your first time, your first offense, you know? You guys need some triactin. This is like triactin nicer. Triactin like you don't love this dick or some shit. It's gonna be something stupid. Well, I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna say, to be fair, but try acting like a man. Like it's okay. I knew it was something dumb. But I've never heard that one, so I'll tell you know. I respect the. I've never heard it. Triactin does sound like a medicine or something. You know. I can respect that. Yeah, guys, watch this. Yeah, guy who. Yeah. Person whose first time it is on the internet. Yeah. What's Ligma, Tabard? What is it? Tell me, please. What is it? What's Ligma? Do I have it? Am I sick? Oh no, guys, what's Ligma? Ah! Who cares? Did I just miss that? Wait, what? I didn't know the nest ball could fail. Is it like a 99.9% chance or some shit? Did I throw the wrong ball? It's part of the culture, faceless, you know. 9.7. Fuck. Thank you, Blaze. Gotcha. That's really funny. That's bound to happen. That makes sense. That makes sense. You'd fail about 1 in 100 or whatever. Like, actually not that unlucky or whatever. Don't send the automod the moment's passed. Now I'm sending it to embarrass you all. What's up, Jimmy Run? That is true. The way you were saying, leave reminded me of Spike Lee. How big of a, yeah, big of a Knicks fan he is. I don't know like all of Spike Lee's. I'm familiar. I'm vaguely familiar. See the finals. You must not. I saw. Yes. Well, I didn't see the game. I saw highlights and I saw the tip in. If you, we were talking about it earlier. Like that's. I am vaguely. What's up, dog crew? I'm vaguely rooting for the Spurs because it's really cool. I don't watch the NBA a whole lot. I'm like a soft, light Nuggets fan, but it's because I fell in love with the Nuggets because of NBA 2K13, and now the Nuggets are actually really good. So I'm not like a true Nuggets fan. I haven't been with them through thin and thick. You know, I'm like a soft Nuggets fan, but I don't want to like claim that when they're actually good now, blah blah blah, with Jokic and Aaron Gordon and blah blah blah. I don't watch a lot of NBA. And I'm lightly rooting for the Spurs because it's really cool to live in an era to see Wemby play, right? He's fucking insane. And I love watching dumb little YouTube videos talking about how insane Wemby is, right? But God, like the Knicks are pulling me around. Like I'm happy whoever wins. Like the camaraderie that I'm seeing from New York. Yeah, we showed it on stream, Steppin. The camaraderie from New York over the Knicks has been like really fucking cool to watch. And then that tip, the way that the Knicks are just playing their fucking heart out. Not that the Spurs aren't, but that tip in, that like stretch, like in the comeback, they were like what, 26, 29 points down. It was like the greatest, you know. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. Two times 0. That tip in the stretch. Yeah, ask your mom when you're older. I know that's what you. Shut up. It was a crazy play, man. 15 minutes left in the event. 15 minutes left, fellas. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Also, it was crazy. I didn't realize this. I was just Googling or whatever. I didn't realize that the last time, and correct me if I'm wrong, the last time the Knicks were in the NBA Finals, they also played the Spurs and they lost in 1999, right? Isn't that like insane? Like this NBA Finals is like actually crazy, man. What's up, Pat? Just got back from the gym. Been feeling my health. What are your thoughts on fitness? Fitness, dick in your mouth. Nice try. But fitness is good. I think gamers neglect it, including myself. I'm gonna try to have some dumbbells around my desk during shiny war. I think it's do some just squats. Squatting is something you can do while shiny hunting. Push your chair back, do squats. Like that'll be a good like cardio. It's harder for me to do walks and stuff. That's gonna hurt me. I'm not gonna lie. Not being able to do walks and stuff as much during war. Smiley face. I do have to give you the 10-minute. I love you. This is no offense taken, but I have to give you the 10-minute timeout for the fitness failed these nuts joke. I'm sorry, gamer. It's the rules. There has to be a punishment. What an updated scoreboard. Thank you, Paula. Lazy, Tom. Lazy. Okay, true, Cassandra. Yeah, based. Hey Pat, do you like Lord of the Rings? Is this gonna be like Lord of your cock ring? This is gonna be like this. Is this another D's nuts joke? Lord of the D's nuts. Lord, or is this? Are you just actually asking? No. Okay. Okay. I'll answer then. Lord of the Rings. Okay. I always like. Okay. I've never been a huge. There's like the big. There's the big three. There's Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Harry Potter. That's what I consider to be like the big three. People, Star Trek, blah blah blah. I think the Planet of the Apes should be up there. I think the Planet of the Apes franchise is insanely fucking underrated. The originals and especially the new ones. I love Planet of the Apes. I think Planet of the Apes is omega slept on as a franchise. Okay. Having said that, back to Lord of the Rings. I've never been a huge fan. Like, I'm kind of like Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. I've always felt like these are all movies you can put in front of anyone and they'll like lightly enjoy them. Worst case scenario, like not many people really hate them aside from people who have like pushed on to them. I always like lightly liked Lord of the Rings. Okay. Until this year. Okay. Until this year. I recently watched in like January, I watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy extended editions in theaters And oh my fucking god, that theater experience, I'm not gonna lie, totally changed my perspective on Lord of the Rings. Watching the 3 Lord of the Rings in theaters in 2026 was fucking amazing. It really made me take all of those movies like to like 10 out of 10s. Like it's oh my god, watching them in theaters was so good. How could you give Dazed and Confused? This is a great question. How could you give Dazed and Confused a 0.5 star but Hubie Halloween a good review? One's a good movie, one's a bad movie. It's honestly that simple. Characters are Marion Tippin this dick in your mouth, tipping these nuts in your mouth. Shut up. Tipping yeah. Like, okay, I respect the 2-parter. Okay, it's still a 10-minute timeout. I respect the 2-parter, okay? I respect the 2-parter. I respect you trying to let my guard down and then get me on it, you know? But if mods could 10-minute time him, Dazed and Confused goes hard. I qualified in my Dazed and Confused review that it is just like the movie is a vibe, right? The whole movie is a vibe. It's isn't it like a, what is it? A movie made in the 90s meant to be nostalgic towards the 70s? Is that? I couldn't even finish it. I watched about 35 minutes of it and I just could not stomach it. I found Dazed and Confused to be, it's just not my vibe. I think if you like the vibe, it's a 10. And if you don't like the vibe, it's a 1. It's like, it's really, I really hated the first 35 minutes of Dazed and Confused was awful. I didn't get past that, so I can't really comment on it fully. I don't think I even saw Matthew McConaughey on screen yet. Like, it was, yeah. Which is sad, I love him. But I could not stand Dazed and Confused. There was just not interesting. That's my best Whismur so far, 144. Not worth some placing or whatever, but yeah. IV, that might get 4th place. Good luck to you, Dank. That's insane. That's a great catch. Oh, I have a video on it. Now this video, to be fair, most mods, like, you just don't need most mods and it's all like visuals. This video is like top mods for shiny hunters, but it's kind of for everybody. It's kind of is for like everybody. And then it's this and custom strings, and then beyond this, whatever you want. Like, mods really do come down to personal preference. There's not really like a benefit, like a huge in-game benefit. Let me get a link to my custom strings. One sec. PokeMMO. There's that video, and then this. Have you seen Everything Everywhere All at Once? I don't want to talk about it. You can find my review on Letterboxd. Did I even write a review for that movie? Dude, thank you for the kind words. Lupu? It's an honor, man. I'm happy to be here, dude. I can link if you want to see my opinion on any movies, you can probably find them on my Letterboxd. Coen Brothers goated. There are certain directors I just don't vibe with this. Like, the Coen Brothers are, I think, one of them. I just don't know if I've found a single Coen Brothers movie that I actually like really enjoy. Fargo to me was like incredibly fine. I was really unimpressed. I think I'm just not a Coen Brothers guy. Like, literally all, like, I haven't seen Barton Fink and I haven't seen Oh Brother Where Art Thou, okay? But like, No Country for, like, all of their movies, infamously, I've given personally low reviews, but I'm just a fucking dumb little guy, okay? What do I know? Thank you for the sub. Matoli. Much love to you. Oh, sorry if I butchered that. Thank you, gamer. But yeah, so like the top 3 Joel Coen, and also didn't his brother just do the Margaret Qualley movie, which was fucking awful. But Joel Coen did No Country for Old Men, Fargo, and Big Lebowski. 3 movies which I have infamously low scores on. And I don't think they're bad movies, I just don't like them at all personally. Big Lebowski, I gave a 0.5 out of 10. I was so fucking disappointed by it. It was such a bummer. Fargo, I gave like a 6 out of 10. I think it's my highest review of what I gave Fargo a 5.5. And No Country for Old Men. The problem with No Country for Old Men is that No Country for Old Men legitimately probably has the best acting performance of all time. Like Javier Bardem, yep, being the person that he is in that movie, like that is genuinely maybe the best acting performance of all time. However, the movie is bad, in my opinion. Shouldn't say bad. The plot is fucking dog shit. It's really boring. It's really like there's nothing being added to the discussion. Yes, the world is constantly changing. Yes, the world is adapting. That is difficult for some people and then even more difficult for others. Please say something or add something to the, like, do something. Do anything. I haven't seen that, Supa. I just don't think I enjoy Cohen memes. We still do movie Patrouski every so often. I just watch the highlights, Joe Schmo. I'm fake like that. Yeah, I use super strings. Bear Kano. Is that like Bear Volcano? Yeah, if you want to judge me for my favorite movies of all time, please do it. That's the fun of, you know. Here's my letterbox. I want to follow me on here's my letterbox. It shows my top 4, you know. My top 4, they're pretty, like, some of them are kind of, like, my favorite movie of all time is probably Whiplash, which is a very basic take, but it's just a good movie. I'm sorry. Whiplash, probably number 1. My top 4 are Whiplash, The Long Walk, probably the most underrated movie of 2020. There's a lot of underrated movies of 2025, that'll be fair. Whiplash, The Long Walk, Step Brothers, and Bridge v. Bear are my top 4. Bridge v. Bear, probably the least seen out of those 4. I don't know if I would, like... Bridge v. Bear, I love. I feel like I connect with this movie. I don't know if I would recommend it to everybody and like say that you would love it as much as I do. Like I don't, you know. I think Whiplash, anybody who's ever, well, I know that Clarko hates Whiplash, but like Whiplash is like, to me, anybody who's ever tried to be the best at something and either failed or succeeded understands Whiplash and like truly like has gone fucking hard and really, you know. But not everybody feels, you know. Similar to The Long Walk. Talladega Nights is arguably the best. I think Step Brothers I prefer, but Talladega Nights is one of the best comedies, if not arguably the best comedy. Zombieland's fun and unique and fine. I wouldn't call it one of my favorite movies, but it's kind of it could be a green flag, could be a red flag if it's your favorite. I respect Zombieland. Coherence. I love movie suggestions. Let me make sure it's on my watch list. It's on my watch. Yeah, okay. I appreciate the reminder. There's a lot of movies to watch. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, Sensei. I'm really excited for Zach Krager to do a Resident Evil. I don't even like the Resident Evil games. I haven't played them much. But I shouldn't say I don't like them. I just don't know them that much. I'm excited for that, dude. I love Zach. I can't believe Zach Krager's arc, man. It's beautiful. That's fucking insane. And Whiplash was meant to be a low budget, like nothing kind of movie for my memory, right? I read recently that Miles Teller only got paid like $10K to film Whiplash. Like that's fucking insane, you know? And he was like still kind of an unknown at that point. Like I think like he had by Whiplash, what Miles Teller was in he was in like fucking what's the Project X. Like that was like that that's insane. That is actually batshit that he went from Project X to Whiplash. Miles Teller's fucking awesome. I think that's yeah. He did Whiplash in 2012. Or sorry, Project X in 2012 and then Whiplash in 2014. That is insane. Also him and War Dogs is like top 25. Maybe top 50. I really like War Dogs. I think pretty underrated movie. It's still pretty popular, but what I miss. Project Hail Mary. It's good. being very overrated and very the problem is most movies get overglazed and overrated while they're in the zeitgeist, while they're in theaters, which is like like I'm probably too annoying. I need to let people enjoy. Things are fun and fresh. It's exciting and fresh and fun when there's good movies in the theaters. It does make me a little sad that like everyone's like, makes me a little sad that people are even trying to compare Project Hail Mary to Interstellar or The Martian. Like The Martian, same writer as Hail Mary, infinitely better, in my like 10 times better. I think Project Hail Mary is a fun, memorable enough afternoon movie, but it's like a buddy cop comedy. Like the problem, in my opinion, with Project Hail Mary, why did that get auto-modded? Is that it relies too much on the comedic relief, and it kind of like, in my opinion, it's too buddy comedy focused versus Interstellar or The Martian leaning more into the drama. This Project Hail Mary, like mentioned, it doesn't, there's so little space scenes, and the space scenes are wrapped up so quickly. It's almost always just him and, no, I don't want the guy. I also hate Project Hail Mary did the trailer thing. Why did you show me the alien in the trailer? Stop doing that. I am disgusted by trailers showing information. Stop showing me so much shit. That's my take, Jabiggs. I love comedy. I'm not like comedy movies are probably my favorite types of movies, you know? I think sometimes writers lean on comedic relief. Like, because they're scared the movie won't stand on its 2 feet, but it would, you know. I hate when trailers show too much. Disclosure Day has been doing that. The catch event is now over, boys. The catch event is now ended. Disclosure Day is literally a movie about secrets, and they keep showing more and more stuff. Stop, bro. Keep your secrets. Don't tell me. Disclose that to me in the theaters, bro. Need to watch Chinatown, adding it to my watch list. Jack Nicholson, you got me hooked already. There you go. Young Jack Nicholson. Okay. I would... Okay. Interstellar is not my personal favorite movie of all time, but I think it's the best movie ever made. I think Interstellar is like unfair. As someone who like, I remember hearing a lot of buzz about it and like I'm like I'm like annoying. I'm like a cringe hipster who's like, no, I can't be that, blah blah blah. I think, yeah, the Andy Weir who did The Martian, he's an amazing. I never read his books, but like I love The Martian. From the detail in the movie, I can assume he's an amazing writer. I underrated Hot Rod for a long time. It took me a few watches to like, the more you watch Hot Rod, I feel like the funnier it is, which is really impressive. I think Ghibli is a little overrated. I'm not, don't get me back into that hole. Egging is not very viable on an Iron Man account, Blob, because catching dittos takes way too much time. You can only prepare so many dittos ahead of time. Egg hunting is not very good for Iron Man accounts during war. It'll be a lot of time swipe hordes, single encountering, and then whatever fossils, mysterious balls I can prepare ahead of time, whatever eggs I can prepare ahead of time. I don't know if I don't think I have a submission for this, boys. I'm gonna be honest. Hey Pat, how are you coming out? I took a break. I was just feeling watching you was over, but I think it differently now. You're on the 3 during the day. So, what's up, man? What's up, Dr. Judd? How you doing, dude? True opinion-based content. What's up, man? I could submit though 34. Yeah, I don't even know if it's worth it. Considering Iron Man rules, if you sell your Everstones to the player at box price, yeah, for sure. You gotta sell them to a mart or whatever. Well, I get what you're saying. Would I call someone not an Iron Man anymore if they did that? No, I don't care. I see what you're saying. Would I do it personally? No.
I've been working on a PokeMMO project for a while now,
what's up,
and the beta
Murillo?
is almost ready.
Almost
I've
30.
added a shiny Pokemon hunting Pokedex with
Dude, I'm also
encounter
adding team builder.
percentages, shiny
Yeah, any Pokemon.
probabilities,
Yeah,
stored data,
Discord.
encounter
DM me on
estimates,
Discord. My
and
Discord
much
DMs are
more.
open. Any projects you want me to check out, I try to do what I can. Yeah, I appreciate. I pay for the 100 bits. If you Google how to price check boxes of Pokemon, I have a video on it. How to sell Pokemon boxes. There should be a video, or how to price check them. Oh fuck. PokeMMO. It's good to teach the thought process. How to price check Ditto boxes. Yeah, this is how to price check Ditto boxes, but it works for any box of any Pokemon. Ditto boxes is less like this these days because they're just in such high demand. This event's pretty stacked. Yes, it makes sense with an event where you can catch this many Pokemon. Like, yeah. Many anime. As long as you're watching, I love that we play a game, Sensei, PokeMMO, where like you can. I've gotten really into movies over the past 1 year or so. I really consider myself a movie virgin in a lot of ways, and I've really gotten into them over the past 1 year or so. But I don't want to become that cringe. I have a lot of opinions, but I don't want to become that cringe. I always joke around like, if I start only watching 1950s Japanese samurai films, you guys need to check in on me because I've gone too far. Okay, now watching them every so often, I need to watch, I still need to watch Seven Samurais or whatever. Don't get me wrong, I still need to watch a lot of movies, Old Boy, yada yada yada, but you know what I mean, but I love that we play a game that like we can, movies are a perfect side hobby to have with this, and to be able to discuss with people, because we have so much side monitor content, cinephile. Yeah, I don't want to become a cinephile. Cinephile is the term, not to be confused with cinephile, which is like someone who loves there's so many. Sinophile, S-I-N-O, is someone who demonstrates a fondness or strong interest in China. There's also one for like weeb. There's also like, what's the file for France? Francophile? Is that just what? There's no way that's it. Anyways, I just think of that one. Cinetronics, yeah. I'm a cinephile, yeah, fuck. Good luck to everyone submitting Pokemon for the event, by the way, fellas. There's a fair bit of Whismurs that I kept still. We probably got a lot of breeders in this event. Let me go ahead and just take all these items. Where my nest ball's at. Alrighty, fellas. I started this event with 195 nest balls, and I'm now ending with 85. That means I caught 110 Whismurs in this event. Now, I released most of them for the sake of box space, but I kept anything that was breeders, and there's a lot. There's some extra we can release, but like, there's a lot of Pokemon we kept. The event is over. I'm not submitting anything. My best catch, highest, my lowest was a 34. My lowest was a 34, and my highest was like a 144. Nothing really worth submitting. For really good breeders, two times 31s, really good breeders for the event. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my boxes a little bit, try to get these moved over to these breeder boxes as well, and see you guys with catch event results here in a quick second. Down. Good luck to everybody submitting. You whisper the Pokemon to the staff. What do you mean by send, I guess, Red Bloods? I have a video that shows visual examples if you're looking for that as well. That's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be most catch events nullify. Franco, yeah, yeah. They ran out, dude. Yeah, that's so reasonable, Cassandra. Like, you only send one Pokemon. I see. You only send one. You have to pick one. Great question. You do have to pick one. Yeah. Great question. No, you get into some really interesting like dichotomies there, because this is a great OT and great shiny, man. Congrats to this guy. It's a lot of breeders, man. This here. That is like the most. Dude, that is like straight up the most breeders you'll see like in one catch event. Like almost 20 breeders, I think. All these Whismurs, 19. Woof. And then 2 of them are 2x31s. That was really good progress for our breeds. It hurts a little bit because I don't want breeders right now. You know, heading into Shiny War, I want to cut down on my breeders, but you know, it is good progress, dude. It's good egg groups as well, you know. That's above average though. No, so don't. My lesson to new players with catch events is don't become entitled, or don't become like, you know, expecting of, you know, if you get lower than a 35 or higher than like a 145, that's above average. Thank you for the Twitch Prime, Witsy. Thank you for the above and beyond support, man. Shiny War has not been confirmed yet, to be honest with you, sadly. I hope it returns. It should return, but there has been no confirmation, to be honest with you, you know? Think about it like this. If there is 300 people, which is probably on the low end, there's probably more than that per catch event. If 300 people show up per catch event, that means you have to do 300 catch events on average before you will win one. Okay? Catch events are very fucking hard to win. Catch events, like winning a catch event, it's why winning a catch event is like rarer than any time swipe horde shiny, rarer than most single encounter shinies. Like winning a catch event is extremely fucking rare and very, very cool. It's a really big deal. I don't want new players to be like, oh man, it's my 7th catch event and I've never even placed. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of like being like, oh man, I'm 5,000 encounters dry and I've gotten no shiny. Brother, the rate is 1 in 30k, you know? I don't mean to be a dick. So but it's good perspective. It's good knowledge. You don't want to like, you know, yeah, like that's a really, yeah, you want to just appreciate, yeah. It's good to know, it's good to have perspective and good to know the numbers and stuff like that. I do personally, Joe Schmo. People have different rules on that. Obviously not on the Ironman account, you know, but I do personally. I usually send my alt account shinies to my main account to track there, yes. Some people count those as main, you know, it depends on what you consider. No wrong answer. As long as you're honest about it, there's no wrong answer there. What will you do with the Whismurs? I will breed them up and make tons of monster egg group breeders. If you're a main account, you can just sell them, you know, get back some of that Pokeyen. All right, catch event result. Okay, catch event results are being tallied. They finished submissions. I'm going to keep an eye on global chat. Oh, the shiny's being flexed. I'm going to do the fastest little stretch. I need a stretch break. Usually I would stretch break like 6 minutes ago, but I kind of forgot. I was having fun yapping, so I'm gonna do a quick stretch break, boys. I will see you guys in a quick second. If you like me streaming these catch events, going above and beyond and supporting via YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, gifted subs, and PayPal and Venmo donations help a ton. Super chats, like someone dropped a $20 super chat earlier, that was really fucking nice. Extra above me on support allows me to spend this time and be here and do these catch events. So thank you guys for all your support. It allows me to be here. You guys make it possible. I'm gonna do a stretch break. We've been playing for video games for a lot of hours. Let's go take a quick, you know, stretch break, get some squats in. I'll be right back in like 3 minutes. I'll be back pretty soon, boys, so give me 1 sec. All right, perfect timing. Devs, or not devs, staff are coming back with results. Dude, I walked outside to check the mail. Holy balls, it's hot out. It's, woo, at least in my little area. Goodness, even just checking the mail was like, it's like this suffocating kind of heat. Like the humidity or whatever. Here it's cold as fuck. Jealous. Ready, fellas. We've got results. You know, someone said I paid you off for first place. Remember Cosmooth question mark? Good bit. Yep, BRB screen. There we go. Alrighty, fellas. Alrighty, fellas, we are back with catch event results for the Whismur catch event. Should be a really competitive one. A ton of Pokemon were caught. Great name, Coyote Dank with 4th place. The didgeridoo sounds okay. Shout out Magic the Gathering. Was that Homelands that had the didgeridoo card? Coyote Dank with a score of 15 for 4th place. Congratulations, gamer. 3rd place, 170. Very high 3rd place scoring. 170 over to Rukosa. Sorry if I butchered that. Congrats on your 3rd place, gamer. 2nd place, ooh, tighter than I expected for 3rd and 2nd. 2nd place with a 171 is Bastion XY, and that does mean that 1st place is going to be that 179. 179 over to Pung. Wins himself a shiny Whismur with really good IVs and 1,000 RP on top of it, dude. Congratulations. Yeah, a humble 179, someone said. Really good event, man. Really competitive event. I really like the nest ball, quick ball spamming events. They're a lot of fun. You get a lot of good breeders. Pretty expensive for main accounts, but as an Ironman account, I like them. I don't mind it, you know. Expensive for me too, but you know what I mean. Good luck to everybody on your next event. Congrats to everybody who placed, all that jazz. It was a banger event in my opinion. I had a ton of fun. Good luck next time, guys. Thanks for participating, and yeah. 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 Actually, the burger. Does anybody, you know, actually, you know, the burger. Honestly, the burger. Who gets that? Who knows that reference? It's kind of a niche meme. I fucking love Johnny Pemberton. Honestly, the burger. Anyways, okay. Anyways. But alrighty, fellas, that is a lot of grinding done today. Our catch event taken care of, and that's where I'm going to call it. Dude, I had a lot of fun on today's stream. I hope you guys had at least 10% as much fun as I had. The stream is always meant to be a way to aid your guys' Pokemon journey, to keep you excited and interested and having extra fun with the game, as well as hopefully teaching you a thing or two here and there and keeping up to date with news and events. If you find that the recaps do that, make sure to leave a like on them. It helps a ton. Follow me on Twitch, YouTube, subscribe for videos every single day. You can follow my Discord link down below, and if you want to go above and beyond and support the content, it really makes a massive meaningful difference of allowing me to put as much time as I do into this. YouTube memberships, Twitch primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal, Venmo donations keep me one more week away from the Taco Bell shift, boys. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I will see you later, and hopefully we see some Shiny Wars news very soon. Dude, thank you guys for gaming. That was a really fun stream, like 4.5 hour stream. I had a lot of fun, man. Thanks for chatting, boys. I'll see you guys. We're gonna raid someone on. If you wanna go spam some smiley faces, you wanna stick around for like 3 extra minutes, you can go raid someone on Twitch. What's up, J Rated? Yeah, I see it. We're gonna raid someone on Twitch, spam some smiley faces, spam some love. Let's see who is live / who is live. We thinking a PokeMMO stream today, fellas? Probably, but I'm open to let me see. I'll find someone and I'll see you guys later. For now, peace, Reno boys and girls and people of royalty. Fuck it.